I'm a mom.
Something about moms? Hey, we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Druid's Table. We're kind of teasing this as Druid's Table Light because we are at our own houses here. Oh, my goodness. Coach is in the building. Hi, Coach.
Hey.
Thank you for popping in.
Yay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Welcome. We are super excited. As always, let us know how sound resounds in your ears. Again, welcome to Druid's Table. Tonight we are looking at making a character in the 0.8 version that was just released of DC20. We are all super excited. Jake was texting me a bunch when we were waiting, and all the craziness. Oh, and then Galaxy's in. Here we go.
Yeah, we gotta have the baby. So we're calling this Druid's Table Light, right, Dan? Like,
yes, Druid's Table Light. We don't have our costumes on.
No, we're keeping it real chill tonight.
But
and we're including the baby.
Yes.
That's being a parent.
Because life.
We've got our newest baby over in the corner.
The
chewing
fur
on
one.
things.
The fur baby.
We can
Awesome.
only say that because we actually have kids, so we. You can't say that if you don't have kids. Oh no, Scrat! Hey, welcome.
Oh, hey.
Sorry, this is really chill. This is gonna be a chill stream,
Yeah,
guys.
tonight's a chill night. And actually, for you people who are in chat, we also want you to influence this character build. Hopefully we'll build 2 tonight, but even if we only get through 1, I'd love to have your guys' input on building these characters and stuff. Because people like Galaxy, Fox, Night, Sky, I think they know the system pretty well. And of course, Dungeon Coach. But
I'll pop that up.
I think before we get started, we probably should stick to our normal
Look,
clinking.
Oh, yeah.
why I was
Clink?
late. Clink
And
drink.
I love
Tea.
water.
This is a gift from a fellow photographer we work with.
The
Oh,
baby,
hey.
the baby keeps hitting at the
Aw,
at the cup.
Thank you,
I want
Orgasm. I love your name, by the way, too.
That's awesome. So, what's
Puppy
really
and a
cool-
baby. That's right. Sorry, go ahead. I'm having fun with
I
chat.
don't want to get into this, man. I love
Let's do it.
DC20.
Yeah.
So first of all, I got to start out with I ran it today with a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, and my wife.
Baby was sleeping. It's perfect time.
The
The
only
game while it's
time.
nap time.
We had a great time.
Yes.
My kids are really good at role playing because we've been doing this for a very long time. So that the role play side of it was easy, but honestly, rolling just pretty much the D20 with the children is really easy. Simple numbers, and I was really impressed. We ran the new one shot that was given away. I don't want to do too much for spoilers, but I can tell you what, we didn't make it very far because my kids like to role play, so they wanted to talk to everybody.
Can I share my favorite character?
Oh yeah, my wife drew one of the kids' characters. This is the 5-year-old.
Here, you might have to hold
Yeah,
it.
I'll hold it up. I don't know if everybody can see that.
Our 12-year-old drew
Ooh.
a dwarf cat. Oh, that was my drawing
Yeah.
of our dwarf cat.
This is
Nice.
a dwarf cat. Yeah.
And then,
I like
so then
the
our
colors.
12-year-old, yeah.
you know,
Then the 12-year-old
colored it in.
did this. So,
I'm
a
digging a
sneak peek-
hole.
I'm digging a hole. They had a blast orgasm, yes. It was a great time. And they like the system. It's not too complicated. I think for kids, the thing I would do is index cards for like maneuvers and all of that kind of stuff. Apparently, you got to turn me up a little bit.
I have you maxed in Discord. If you can turn it up on your end,
It's the
or
baby
I can turn
trying
it
to hog the
Discord.
microphone.
Yes. Hold on. Thank you guys. Always shout out any
Is
issue.
that-
Hey,
is that-
Arcane Narrator.
Is that better? No, maybe. Okay.
We'll
see
wait
what
and
happens.
see.
I
We
turned
always,
gain
the
up.
delay. We have delay. I'll check on my end here too for other stuff.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Yep. All right. So I was playing with the kids. It was great. We had a great time. Great role play. The system is really intuitive, and honestly, it's not complicated enough to be stressful for the kiddos. So obviously, they had to adjust some things because they're used to 5th edition, Pathfinder, Savage Worlds. You know, I had many other systems I've put them through. But they did a good job, and I was surprised. I was really happy they took it on. Character creation took a long time with them because it was a different approach, and I was learning it as I was doing it with them. So, so that definitely took a little bit of time. That wasn't as captivating as I was hoping for the little ones, but I mean, it's a 5 and 3-year-old, and honestly, they were more captivated.
He used silly voices.
Always use silly voices. And then the best part, my favorite part, I think, was we all watched Dungeon Coach's Spellblade video together because Mason, my 10-year-old's playing a Spellblade. All of them
Nice,
love
dude.
well, they love his energy. You know, he's all up in there. He's so passionate about it that like
Yes.
the kids were like, oh, this guy's really good. Like it was so. I'm like, you're not even understanding half of what he's saying, but all right. But that's my quick little story. I'm a dwarf is now stuck in my head. Yes. And I diggy hole. If you haven't heard that song, you should probably go back and listen to that song because it's fantastic. I can talk more into my mic, and then when Michelle wants to talk,
I'm
she can
beefing
lean
you
in,
up and
so.
throwing a limiter on right now, so
Cool.
hopefully
Okay.
it'll help.
All right. So what's cool, if you own the PDF, you can meet up with me in page 90 of the 0.8 beta rules, of the core rules, that is, for DC20. If you haven't heard of this and you're watching our channel, go check out their Kickstarter, and well, hopefully you can get in the next round when the products come out.
Links in the description for DC20, both
Yeah.
Coach's channel as well as the Kickstarter,
Yeah.
to get that information. What's going on with the Kickstarter now, too? Can people get in after it's
I haven't,
completed?
honestly, I haven't even looked because I got in before it was finished. So I know that some people do late. You know what? I will
As
go
did
look
I.
right now.
We don't need to know.
I don't really care. No, I do care. But I was. Let's see.
Oh, backer
I
kit,
can-
Wargasm saying backer kit.
Okay.
I'll-
Yeah, it transferred. Actually, if you click, because if you click DC now, yeah, okay. So if you go to the Kickstarter link, you can actually click Get It Now, and you can pre-order it on Backer Kit. So that's cool. It brings you up
Awesome.
and makes Backer.
Thank
so,
you,
quick
guys.
fix there.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Wargasm.
Thank you, Wargasm.
Also, we got kids here, too. Kids were growing up. They loved playing 2E. I would give them movie tickets when they did their homework, and they would turn in 5 tickets to play D&D. That's awesome, man.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's
Great
epic.
idea.
Well, we've used tabletop RPG as rewards for chores and stuff too, because it's why not, right? And then you're playing with your kids. That's a win-win for everybody. All right. Well, so we are on page 90. Our
Yes.
little baby here wants to be part of the talk. He wants
Let
to
me
make his.
switch over. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I have a mistake. No sound. It's just Discord. I know what happens. Sorry, guys. They can hear us, just not Jacob.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys can hear
Yeah,
us.
hold on.
I was going to say there's 10
Capture,
steps. That makes it
add
really
existing
easy.
Discord. Boom. And they can hear you.
Hey, I'm back. I'm not sure where I got cut out, but I am back.
Page 90.
We're page 90.
Page
There's
90.
Dungeon Coach has a great video. Go watch it about character creation. Also, today I'd like to create a character with you guys. So some of you who have created characters, who are familiar with the system, please jump in, give your input, and we're going to create a character together here. So, step one. Well, to me, step one is concept. But since we're building this as a group, we're going to skip concept, right? We're going to go right to following the steps. Step one, attributes and prime modifier. So in this system, there are multiple ways to do your attributes. Standard array, point by, and roll method. Now, you can we're going to do a standard array today just to keep it easy for us in the group. Yes, Arcane Header. Who casts silence? So with standard array, there's going to be weird numbers to you people who are not used to the system, but I think as you watch, you'll see things come together. You start out with standard array, you start with an attribute. You can put a 3 in, a 1 in, a 0 in, there you go, 0, and a -2. And then after you put those in,
Yikes. Sorry.
you can actually bump up 2. Now, at level 1, you can never go higher than 3.
Oh, right.
There's a limiter.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. And it's funny because at first when I was kind of going through this, I was like, oh, okay, everybody has the same kind of prime attribute. Everybody's going to be like the same levels, but it works out because the skills really help flesh things out. Then there's trades, and then, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
The role play alone today was a blast with my children. I'm not gonna lie. We went to stables in town before we went off on our adventure, and the kids were like, well, how can we help the horses? Are there any sick horses? Can I make horseshoes for the horses? I was like, sure. But it works.
There.
The system but the system had it. Like, with the trades and everything, like they were able to apply their trades, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's start with the standard array.
All right.
So there are only 4 attributes: might, agility, charisma, intelligence. I like this, to be honest with you. Sometimes, I don't know, Dan, you kind of agree with this. The conversation that I have at every single table. Well, what's the difference between intelligence and wisdom?
Yes. Oh, I cut it off at the head before the question comes.
I know. And so in this, it's your mental stats. Like it's all under one. It's all under intelligence and mixed with some charisma. So you'll see on the character sheet, which I believe everybody can get on the website for DC20. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, because you're awesome and you know more than I. So you have might and agility, which is your physical attributes, right? And then you have charisma and intelligence, which are your mental attributes. That's really simple. So, chat, what should we put a 3 in? What kind of character we've been voting in? First person gets it. Now we'll wait and see what happens.
Wait and see. Yeah, who
So
can type the
the
fastest?
the highest attribute is going to determine your prime attribute.
Might.
There it is.
Might.
Oh, got it.
Mitchell.
Alpha. Oh man, look at everybody coming in.
Fight. We should do a
this is
poll.
great.
We should do a
We
poll.
should-
Ranger.
Can you do
Able
polls?
Ranger.
Let me see.
I don't
Sorry,
even know.
guys. I'm still learning. Well, keep
Oh,
going.
we got
Muscle
a Dennis
wizard.
Hollanda says muscle,
Muscle
wizard,
wizard.
which we could do.
With the might,
Mitchell,
yeah.
Mitchell, welcome. And looks like Mitchell, in my screen, it looks like we got might first. So let's put a 3 in might. Okay, J Dom says let's do a poll.
Let's do a poll. So we're doing.
Let's do a poll.
What do we want the poll to be on? Do we want it the flavor of the character or the attributes?
Let's do attribute. Let's follow the
Attribute.
steps, and the step 1 is attributes and prime. So let's just do that.
Attribute is prime.
Or agility, charisma, or intelligence. Do we change it and do a poll? I mean, we get a lot of votes for this muscle wizard though.
I know. I am
We
seeing
want-
that too.
I know
yeah.
that might win, but we'll do it anyways. Might, agility.
Well, you know what?
charisma.
So I see Mr. Compass's
Just do might.
just do might. J Dom says just do might.
Well, we'll start it anyways because I did it
Yeah.
here, right? Let's
Yeah,
see.
you
hold
did
on.
all the energy. So
This is coming up in YouTube, and then I'll
Mr.
try to put
Compass,
it in
I
Rumble.
do agree with you. One thing I also like what they did is for the awareness or your perception in a way, they did not tie it to wisdom. I really enjoy that a
Yes.
lot because it kind of is weird that your cleric who is your wisdom caster, and Dungeon Coach says this too, and I completely agreed with him when I saw it happen. Hello, King Hold Up. Welcome all these viewers. You guys are awesome. But I agree. Why is my cleric always leading the charge? First of all, half the time you want the cleric to go last. You know what happens in a lot of my campaigns? I can tell you right now. The cleric goes first because he rolls and he has a high score for perception, and then he delays his turn anyway because he's a healer, unless it's a battle cleric. But still, now it works well if they're buffing. But you know what I mean.
Wes is totally okay with dumping wisdom as a stat.
Awesome. So it looks like we have mights. You want to do the next poll?
Might's looking like it's a winner. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's end that. Nice.
So
guys.
next poll is going to be for where we're going to put a 1. So we are going to put this is all we have left
And-
is agility, charisma, and intelligence, and this is a 1. What do you got, Dan?
I'm just going to shout out anyone in Rumble. I can't do a poll in Rumble, so I'll add those numbers in. So just message in Rumble.
Okay,
Might,
cool.
Agility. Or wait, might's already been chosen. So we're looking at
So
agility.
if you're doing muscle wizard, you
charisma,
probably want to do intelligence,
cha,
right?
And
Well,
int.
you don't have to. Thank you for pointing this out.
Okay.
You don't have to because it's based off of your prime attribute. So you can build. So he did a video, Dungeon Coach did an awesome video talking about building the Hulk. And Bruce Banner is a very intelligent person. And I love the way he explained it because you can build an intelligence-based barbarian. And it works in this system. So it allows for that awesome roleplay of having this intelligence, being able to do these things. But also, when you go into combat, I'm raging, I'm turning green, I'm going at it. Like that's... you can do that in this system. It has, so for me, we here enjoy open legend RPG a lot, because of that reason, you can build the character you want to play. You're not stuck in min-maxing, and it doesn't break you or anything like that.
Or the thing I always have, because we don't min-max. So shout out the Min-Max podcast. We love those guys. Tyler, you're awesome.
We actually have their mug.
you feel like you're making that choice and you're losing out on potentially an aspect of the game. It's almost like, do you min-max or do you flavor build? And they're going to be two different play styles. That's always what I felt. So that tension there gets taken away with this.
Yeah, and that's wonderful. I think we have to. She's got to take the baby away because he's getting cranky. Sorry, guys.
Being mom takes priority.
Mama will be back. I'll hog the mic. I don't have that problem. All right, so for the most part, you guys are all geeks and nerds like us, so you understand what might, agility, charisma, and intelligence are. So I'm not going to sit here and explain that. Did we get a decision on this? Looks like. What do we got?
Low stat winner, looking like charisma, but Mr. Moral Compass. Guess we're not creating 𝐿𝑥 Armstrong.
So this isn't necessarily the low. This isn't even the low stat yet. This is the 1.
Oh, that's the 1, right? Sorry.
No, you're good. But
I did specify low stat, so maybe we make that the low stat.
Next will be 0 stat.
No, that 𝐴 is 0. Or
Okay,
Riz, as the kids are saying nowadays.
I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
No, stop. Just stop. Stop. All right.
So let's make
might is going to be at 3. What
Yep.
What is agility going to be at?
That's the next question, shall we? End poll. Start another one.
Okay. So charisma's getting a 1.
Charisma's getting our lowest. I said low stat.
I see what you're saying.
I was confused.
I know that was my
I
fault.
thought we were doing the 1.
You are
That's fine.
correct.
Hey, this is fun for us. We're all here just chilling.
Who gets a 1 is the next poll.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. So we're gonna
I
put a
need my
-2 in
producer, but she's
charisma.
being a mother.
She's producing. Haha. All right. No,
Oh no, I get a villain point. Oh dear.
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, Dan gets a villain point.
Okay, so what do we got left is agility, right, and intelligence.
Intelligence.
Agility and intelligence. What do we got, guys? Add options.
So
And
what is cool about intelligence for you people who are making this decision, it does affect the amount of skills you get. So when we go to step 3 and we pick our background, which they're actually not out yet, you get 5 skill points plus your intelligence. But so your intelligence does affect that. So how do you want our muscle wizard? Apparently that's what we're building.
I think it'd be fun
What would be fun?
to do the muscle wizard.
everyone always asks about a muscle wizard. It was the same with Open Legend. I think
Yeah.
the sagas too. People were talking about it.
Which we can do that here. Now remember, after
It just seems it's a hole in the bigger systems that we can't have muscle wizards.
yeah. And JDoms, you are correct. Agility does apply to your physical defense, which in this system is called PD. We're making a BX elf. That's right. All right, so we have might is at 3.
I'm gonna start putting that in.
Charisma's
yeah,
at
thank you.
-2.
Oh, it wants me to do the copy thing. Sorry, guys.
I'm not sure what you're saying, but
We get
Other
you
things
keep
that-
going.
okay, I'm gonna keep talking.
Keep going.
So
Got it.
while he's doing that, Dan, I'm not looking at the stream. Oh, you do have the character sheet up. Cool.
Yes.
We know our prime attribute is might, but
Yes.
we don't want to fill it out yet because technically
Oh.
you have 2 additional attribute points to increase whichever attribute you want up to an attribute limit of 3. So technically, whatever we put a 1 in at the end of this, we can bump it up to a 3. So you could have 2 3s.
Right, but 3 is
Yeah.
max, though. Compass
Correct.
point now. Yep.
Right. So then you choose which one is your prime. But if you want to go ahead right now, you can put a negative, put a 3.
Sorry, everybody drink. We're drinking now on the puns. This is like the 3rd one I've seen in the chat. So.
Oh, nice. Get it. Put the 3 on the prime.
Okay, so that's might.
All right.
I think charisma will be 1 because I messed that up. So Int's going to
Okay.
be next lowest. Sorry,
No,
guys.
no.
Or do we go with Charisma
Yeah.
0? Okay.
Charisma's.
And then everybody
yeah.
did just vote. Who gets a 1? Int is the winner on that one. I'm going to end the poll
Okay.
now on that.
Intelligence is what he means.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
Dan's getting
reading what I
pressured.
wrote.
No, Dan needs his
here.
producer.
I do. I'm useless.
All right, the last attribute is going to be a 0.
So,
0.
0
And then
for
agility was
charisma.
-2?
Or
So
negative
I guess
1.
that's the last one. We don't need a vote, right?
Or was.
You tell me, Dan.
We've
What do we
got 3 in might, a 1 in intelligence. Charisma was voted the dump stat. So we're making
Okay.
that the negative 1 then.
-2.
-2.
Negative 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And
a
then
1.
0 in
0.
agility.
Okay. Yeah. We got it.
And now we have those
Perfect.
2 free points to spend. Yeah.
Awesome.
The dog's talking.
This is good. Look at these guys go.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Wait.
So now
Are we doing it wrong? Agility is 0. Charisma is -2.
No, we got
We
that.
got it. Okay. Sorry.
All right.
Man.
Now we have 2 more points left to put in. So how about we let Kristen decide? Do you want to bump your charisma up to 0? Do you want to split this 1 in 1 somewhere else? Do you want to? You cannot raise above 3, so your might is done. Galaxy would really like us to put some in agility because agility does add to your physical defense. So, like J-Doms, these guys
Yeah.
are. Well, you're a muscle wizard. You gotta be able to handle a hit or 2, right? With your
I
gym
know.
bros.
I like playing a character that's like has their real stats that they're really good at and then stats that they're really bad at. So I don't know. I was thinking about throwing 1 in agility and intelligence and
That's
just
fine.
leaving charisma. He's just bad at that.
I love it.
That's all right.
You can always raise it later.
This isn't Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads sexy wizard. That's different. That's a different build. This is a muscle wizard.
Awesome. I want this guy or gal to stay alive. That's awesome.
Oh, that's a DM's asking, can you drop a stat down a point to raise another? Is there some kind of...
I did not see that when I read. Oh, well, apparently J-Dom says yes. I'm trying to remember where I read this, but I did not read it. Is that part of the point buy system? I'm looking real quick. Sorry. I mean, I don't see
That would
why
make
not.
sense. Yeah, point buy.
It's the point
yeah.
buy. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Well, we did standard array, and we're gonna leave it the way it is.
gotcha.
For now, but that does make sense to me. Yeah.
Point by.
Okay,
Cool.
and I
Thank you,
haven't done
guys.
the point buy with people yet. So and now that I look through it,
Which makes
fantastic.
That makes sense.
correct.
Oh,
So,
there!
you're
Hey,
probably-
Interplanar Crossroads is here. Sexy wizard.
Ooh, sexy wizard. Yeah. We're doing muscle wizard, gym bro wizard, who doesn't like talking to people. All right, we're going to step 2. This is pretty easy. You choose 2 attributes to gain a save mastery at level 1. You choose 2 of the 4 attributes and are able to add your combat mastery to those saves. We'll talk about combat mastery in a second. There's a saves section on the character sheet, which you guys can see is to the right. We see where might is, agility, charisma, and intelligence are. There's the save. There's a bubble past where you would put the number. Do you guys see that?
Yep, I do.
Yeah. So we're going to pick 2. Now, they don't have to be your highest. These are your saves. This is something you're very good save at. Let's see. His DC tip. So what I love about his PDF, he's got all these DC tips or dungeon coach tips throughout the whole thing.
That's
It's
what I was gonna say.
well, I took your thunder. My bad. Hey, guess who's back?
Hello.
My-
That's what I was gonna point out. It's my favorite thing. The tips and
Honestly,
examples.
I was nervous. Go back 2 days. Michelle read more of this document than I had. Like, I've skimmed through it and I watched all the videos and stuff, but she was like diving in. It was great. So
That's
building characters with
awesome.
her earlier.
I'm going to throw out 2 because chat's going wild with the flavor on this guy or girl or,
or dwarf cat.
dwarf cat. That's that I was trying to remember what it was. When we do live games in DC20, which is going to happen, this will be a character in them.
Oh,
What do you think?
That's so exciting.
Right?
Oh,
We should do
yeah. And we should force. Never mind. I'm going to keep going.
All right, so we're on saves.
Yeah, so go ahead and pick 2 saves. Michelle, pick 1.
Where are we at?
Might,
Yeah.
agility, charisma, intelligence. What save do you want?
And we're talking.
So I'm
those-
gonna read DC's tip real quick.
Yeah.
While she thinks, if you don't have mastery in the save, then the value you write down will be equal to the attribute. But in the 2 saves that you choose to gain mastery in, you get to add a +1 to the attribute. And where you get that from is your combat mastery. And combat mastery is your level divided by 2 rounded up, because
Yes.
everything in the system rounds
Everything's
up,
rounded
which
up.
I actually really enjoy. So combat mastery is the only thing in the system that increases as you level. I shouldn't say only thing, but it's one of the things that you're guaranteed to increase with your level. Obviously, you gain more as you level up, but
I mean, personally, I love the agility.
okay. So we'll
That's
do agility.
cool.
Stealthy, sneaky.
And we're doing that bubble. That's
Yep,
2
and then-
over from save. I'm
Correct.
clicking
And
that.
then at the save, you're going to put a 3, right? Because agility was a 2.
Agility's a 1,
Oh, sorry.
so it's
That's
a
right.
2. I like that though. I like that.
That makes more sense. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Well, because you got to do some agility workout at the gym, right? I mean, just because he's a
Oh,
muscle
yeah.
wizard. Yeah. So it's a
Combo
stealthy
moves.
muscle wizard. Strong footing. Yes. This guy can't get tripped. Oh, I love it, J-Doms. Thank you. I really love you
He does
guys' input
parkour.
in this.
Yes.
He does body weight only exercises.
Oh, it's so great. All right. So should we leave chat to pick the last one?
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
One more vote?
Yeah, let's
So
do
it's going to
one
be
more poll.
intelligence, charisma, or might is what we have left for the save. Cardio
Last
won't be skipped.
save.
Man, you guys are great. This is so great.
So we got cha, int, or might. Let's see. Starting poll. Again, Rumble, shout it out in chat.
I won't vote because I think that's unfair. Oh, did I just shut the poll down?
Nope, it's still
Aw.
going.
Good.
No, it's still going.
I know.
I'm going to have to revoke your rights. And I'm never going to do that. I'm too useless without help.
I love helping you.
Oh, I like this.
That's
The
fun.
cipher system approach of right now, blank is a stealthy muscle wizard who...
That's
I
cool.
do love
That's
that.
what-
I love building
That is a
characters
good
that way,
role
too.
play. Yeah. And I'll be
Cypher's
honest with you, I
great.
was surprised. I loved the trades and the languages. I'm so excited to get to that point too. The next section, step 3, is one of my favorites, where you really flesh out your character. Charisma to wake up and go train. Oh man, could you imagine a possessed muscle wizard?
Ooh,
Like
that's a
if
good
if you got
point.
possessed on your team, oh man. But then how? Well, I won't get into it.
Right.
That's
we got
awesome.
12 votes in. Anyone on
All right.
Rumble want to chime in? Last call. Last call, Rumble. It's looking like intelligence.
And I feel like
is
we're
the
doing a
wizard.
50-50 raffle. Last call.
Yes. But we'll actually give them a little because they're going to hear this like 15 seconds later. Then
Oh, true.
I know.
delay.
What was some other cool things our kids did
I
today?
was just trying to look at our sheet here. I could talk about the penguin thing I did. Just chat, tell us what's going on with the penguin stuff. I don't.
What's
I don't
not going on with penguins? Penguins are awesome, and we should have penguin born and
Right.
penguin everything.
But
Duh.
all over the place, I
Like
see
a
things about
penguin
penguins.
sword.
Does
So we got
anybody
dwarf
remember
cat.
Scamper?
Yeah.
Scamper the penguin. Ooh,
Yes.
that
Wow.
dates
Wow,
me.
that just gave me
That
nostalgia.
was
All
old.
right, polls ended.
Thanks.
All right, what do we
Intelligence
got?
the winner. Intelligence is the winner.
Intelligence. Okay.
Oh.
So we'll drop
Charisma
that
was
intelligence.
not quite there.
Where
Where
penguins.
penguins? Yeah.
because the name of the dwarf.
Oh yes, my wife name. Would you name? Or what my son name it?
Well,
Diggy.
Diggy, but then I did 𝑽𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒔𝒗𝒆𑑒𝒕.
𝑽𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒔𝒗𝒆𑑒𝒕. I don't know if you guys can even
Because-
see this.
Oh, wait a minute. Right? Because it can be.
Well, it's reverse image in the camera,
No
but
way.
it's
Oh,
penguin.
yeah.
It's upside down.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
funny.
Oh, J-Doms, he's not falling for any protein supplement scams? He's too intelligent for that. That's great. All right,
Did
so
we give
that's...
enough time? We got it?
Yes.
All right.
Good.
Yep.
Step 2 is done. That is
I
save
love that,
masters.
Michelle, by the way.
Did you
Yeah.
check that?
She's so good at
Yes.
creating
Okay.
numbers.
Nice.
We're having to
Intelligence-
step
Not
Intelligence is
numbers.
checked,
All of
so
it.
that's a total of
No way.
3 on the save for intelligence now.
names. I meant names, and they came out with numbers.
This is fun.
Got this.
I like how
Step-
he's just raw might, but he's not specialized in save. It's just pure muscle, and that's it.
Yeah. They weren't locally sources, brah. This is too good. Can we have a penguin muscle wizard? Wait till we get to ancestries, guys.
Halfling penguins.
A halfling penguin. How about that?
Oh, wow.
He's so cute.
All right, we're heading to step 3 before we get too delayed with halfling penguins.
Oh man, yeah. And Galaxy Fox is teasing here about highest backers. We'll see. Let's do it.
I love it. All right, penguin lore. All right, guys. Step 3 is background. So in the system, right yet, as in 0.08, we do not have backgrounds yet, but we have the way to make them, so we can make it however we want. This dude's clearly just lived in the gym his whole life. He studies at a wizardry school, but he just his real passion is.
What is it?
You know.
Yeah, some
So
kind of
this
weird variation of
Go
a
ahead.
pugilist.
Oh yeah, interesting. So his background, this represents how you were raised and brought up, the type of culture you were around, and what you've done since birth. You gain traits from your background, which they are not here yet. Beta note, the only piece missing from background is the background traits, and this will be something that's 100% flavor and based and only enhance your roleplay. So I'm really excited to see what those are. I could speculate all day, but I am excited to see what those flavor notes are, because I love that this is something they add. They want you to roleplay. They put things in here to encourage you to roleplay your character correctly.
Yeah,
But each background guarantees to give you 5 skill points, 3 trade points, and 2 language points. And we'll go over those here in a
So
second.
cool.
We're going to start with our skills. And we're going to go in order. So if you look at the sheet, it drops down skills. Below that is trades, and then below that is languages. I love the way this is set up, because I will tell you why later. Remind me. Don't let me forget. But we're going to start with skills. Skills, you start with 5. Let me see if I can get my hand in there. Big old hand. Penguin lore. Plus your intelligence score, which is 2, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 7 points.
Okay.
So if you look at all the skills, including prime, or including awareness, you have all the skills there. In the core rulebook, he breaks down what all of the skills are. It's great. It's nice. Explains what they do. But they're pretty simple. Awareness is... Go ahead.
Where do I put that on the sheet? When I do...
The bubble in the first bubble, you cannot go higher than novice. So,
I'm only
do
seeing
you-
the first page. Maybe it's because the cat. What am I blanking on?
wait,
Oh,
what are you looking for?
Got it. No, I got it.
He,
Okay. At level 1,
I'm
you
looking
cannot...
at 4 screens and not following.
Yeah, you're good.
I was gonna say there's only one page. That's what I love about this. with kids.
Yes.
One page.
Well, honestly, it was really nice that it was all on one page.
Yeah.
So let's go over. Dan, pick an attribute that you want, or pick a skill, sorry, that you want to see that this guy's good at.
Okay. Well, I mean, should I go with the obvious and let everyone else do the fun stuff? Let's do that. Athletics.
Medicine. Oh.
Medicine. I mean, legitimately, could. That does work.
Sorry, I can't help myself. Medicine is a must.
Yeah,
He has his own routine. That's awesome. Arcane narrator, flip it over and fill out the thing on the... Oh, we're working off of printed sheets.
Yeah.
So it's easier. Yeah, yep, I got you. Okay, so medicine is the next one.
It's
I'll choose
2024,
medicine.
Jacob. We're online.
I have children, and they don't all have their own phone, okay?
Thank
it's too
God.
expensive.
No. Too dangerous.
So-
you're filling in a bubble
Yes.
then, right?
Yes.
Athletics.
Okay,
So
on
one
athletics.
bubble on athletics.
And as you do that, you can do 3
That's it.
plus 2, because you're a novice. If you look at the top, do you see where the first bubble says 2?
Yep,
And this is
novice.
novice. So 2 plus 3 is...
5.
Yeah, I know. You put that in at athletics.
Perfect.
Sorry, I was working with children earlier.
No, you're good.
Use your fingers.
Don't use your fingers. Use your mental math only. All right, I want to choose medicine.
Medicine.
Yep.
And this is just novice. Could you do more than that at
No,
this
you
stage?
cannot.
No.
You
Okay.
cannot. Nope. Level 1 is novice is your cap.
You said medicine, right? I love that.
I did. I want medicine.
Yeah. No, I think I legitimately love that.
All right,
Combat
Michelle?
instructor, personal trainer. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense. All right, Michelle, what do you think they should have in?
I just love the agility stuff, like stealth.
Stealth.
Stealthy.
We're going
There
with
it is.
stealth. All right.
All right, who's keeping track of how many points we spent?
I'm a stealth.
That's 3.
3 out of 7. Kristen, what do you got for me?
So, Arcana, I guess. Right?
Sure. No, absolutely.
Wizarding things.
So
Now here's this
this
fun.
is the kind of a
This
fun
is
part.
great.
It hooked me up a little bit because I was like, whoa, I don't quite understand.
Oh, what
If you're gonna
Galaxy's
put a-
talking about?
Yeah, this is exactly what he's talking about. Yeah. If you put a point in any of the knowledge skills, so any of the ones that are below knowledge, it's buy one, get one free day. So
Woot!
Ding, ding, ding.
That's why I
See the
chose
little
it.
note to the side.
if you-
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
If you
Kristen.
choose if you see the note to the side,
Only
JDoms, you are correct. There are ways later on with classes that can bump it up. You're absolutely right. Sorry. But at this point in time, we don't have that. Sorry. Knowledge skills. So we'll put one in Arcana. And then where do you want the last one, Kristen? History, nature, occultism, religion?
Oh, that's interesting.
Or protein shakes?
I think occultism.
Occultism.
I think that'd be
Protein
interesting.
shake there, yeah. There's a blank, so protein shake works.
I imagine this guy is like a little broody. I don't know. Like he's
Yeah.
in school, he doesn't talk to people. I'm just gonna work out and do my thing.
How about this?
and
His
I'm
secret
smart.
hobby is he goes home and he studies the occult. You know, like he's got like a weird, like in his bedroom, it's like posters of Cthulhu and stuff.
Well, I like some people are shouting magic protein shake too. Maybe he's using his own personal witchcrafty.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean,
But I mean,
you could.
DM Tales. He's
emo.
emo.
He's got a side bang.
It's scene now, right? Or
kidding.
what is it now? It's not emo.
This is awesome.
He's a scene kid.
All right. We're going off the deep end and we're aging
Sorry.
ourselves.
Yes, I know.
He's college age Dan.
Metalhead. It's a metalhead muscle stealthy wizard. I think you meant 2,000 emo, but 20,000 emo works too.
Even that.
I do gotta thank you guys for all being here. This is great.
Yeah, it's so
is
much
fun.
fun.
All
Okay,
right, cool.
so we've spent technically then 4 points so far. Because
Correct.
we get 2 for that. That's really
Correct.
cool.
So, I would like to send the next vote to the chat, and then we'll pick the other
yeah.
two. So, whatever ones we have left, we want to put those in for me while I talk. What do you want to say?
No, I was just
Oh, she's touching my arm. I
Yeah.
thought you want to say something. She
All
likes
right.
me, I guess.
Oh, you guys are going to make me work for this one.
Yeah, put in the work.
I
He's got to
gotta
put in all these
put
different
all
ones.
these in
Oh.
the poll.
Sorry, bad.
And what we'll
That's
do
okay.
is we'll do one poll skills and we'll go start at the most voted for and then keep going down until we run out of points. How's that sound?
Fun.
That is fine with me. I love that. But so while we do that, I'm going to talk.
Yeah, go for
because
it.
that's what I do, and I
Take
like
me a
talking.
second.
So earlier, when I was talking about the character sheet, how it's listed skills, then trades and languages, this is something I really, really enjoy. For whatever reason, it just gets me so excited. You can take a skill point and convert it to 1 trade point. Trades, I don't know if it's obvious, but a trade is like something you got trained in. You know, blacksmithing. There's a whole list of trades. We'll go look at them in a minute. You know, so you can actually take a skill point and put it into a trade point. What's even more exciting is you can take a trade point and put it into a language point. So you studied more languages. So this is it's a trickle down effect, never up. You can't turn a language point into a trade point or trade point into a skill point, but you can trickle down, and that's fantastic. Uh-oh.
I have poll restrictions on the amount of options I can put in.
Oh,
How
no.
dare them?
We'll
How
start
dare
with
them?
which one's highest. So we'll rank might, agility, charisma, intelligence, skills in which attribute.
Sure, I'll let you keep doing that while I blab my mouth.
Yep, keep going. Sorry, I just wanted to update.
No skills, but all the languages. Yeah.
That'd be funny.
But
Polyglot.
and so while we're in, so step 3 is where you pick your skills, your trades, your languages. So I'm going to keep talking. So trades, I got to go find what page it's on because I got to scroll up a little bit.
Trying to look for it.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. I was getting the page numbers down. Trade checks are not it. Trade
Page
mastery,
14. Trade attributes.
maybe?
Okay, poll on YouTube is starting.
Got 'em.
Rumble
Thank
again,
you.
shout
Oh,
out.
the list is on 13 though.
yeah,
Yeah,
page
I got
13.
it. So page 13, if you have the document and you want to follow along a little bit, we're bouncing around a little bit. Trade lists right now. We have alchemy, blacksmithing, brewery, carpentry, cartography, cooking, cryptography, disguise, gaming, glassblowing, herbalism, illustration, jeweler, leather working, lockpicking, masonry, musician, sculpting, theater, tinkering, weaving, vehicles. All right. So there's a lot of options. You start out with 3 trade points. Mind you, you can take a skill point and make it 4, but you can never go above your cap. So you can only go up to novice unless there's something that changes it in your class feature later on. But for right this moment, that is all you have. But you can also take your trade point and make it a language point. So like it was said, all the languages. Now the trades are really cool. I'm just going to point out a couple because I don't want to take all the time to look at them all. But alchemy. That means you're good with alchemist tools, and the attribute is actually could be intelligence or agility. Alchemy is the practice of creating something by combining or changing other things, such as creating magical potions or changing one element into another.
Which I think fits.
Everybody say bye,
with the
Dave.
character we're creating.
Oh, bye, Dave.
Good night.
Check out our Grimwood's game. We just streamed it last night. Grimwood Games. Follow them. Backer kit's going live in 55 days, I think. September
awesome.
1st.
So earlier today, when we were playing, Michelle's character had disguise as one of her trades. And as she did, there was like a challenge event that we did, and she used the disguise. It was really cool because it's literally the art of disguise is your ability to alter one's appearance to conceal identity or appear as someone else. So it's really unique that it's put into a trade, but it's fun.
Kind of like a makeup artist, or
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing, is it allows you to flavor it how you would be using that, and that's a lot of fun. It's really cool that lockpicking is under this too. So you have you get access to your lockpicking tools,
That
and you
is
can
a
use
nice
your
one.
attribute, and it's not
glass
it's based
blowing.
off, and you get to, and it's based off of agility or intelligence. I like that you get to pick. I really do enjoy that. Are you just very, very dexterous with your hands and your fingers and just really good, or do you just know the locks? And that's such a fantastic way of breaking things down.
I think last call on Rumble, but I think polls ended.
But
so
also,
we're gonna
J-Dom is
go-
saying that Prime should be a part of the poll.
Right, so
because
I'm
awareness
restricted
is
to 4
Prime
options
skill.
in the poll.
Oh,
I was going to ask about that, too, because it is...
oops. Okay. Blacksmithing to make his dumbbells.
That's pretty epic.
All right.
Those are expensive.
All right. What's the poll say? What do we got? Walk
So
me through
we
it.
got intelligence first, then might, then agility, which I think is it. Because we have what, 3 points? We had 7 total to spend.
Oh, interesting.
So
And we're picking it. I see. Okay.
Or we can do polls for each section. So we'll do an intelligence skill next.
That means I got to keep talking. I'm just kidding.
I know, and actually I can't. So let's have Jacob pick. You haven't picked yet.
Oh, I get to pick?
Oh no, you did medicine, but yes, please pick. So you can pick from the intelligence.
Investigation, survival.
I pick awareness.
history.
Where's
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah,
do the Prime.
right.
Do
Oh, that's
awareness.
the Prime.
I
Yeah.
think
that's
So-
prime?
so.
Yeah.
That's just being aware of what's happening around you,
Yep.
like at all
That's
times.
what I was
That's
gonna
vote.
super
And that's
awesome.
always from your highest attribute. That's the really
Correct.
Because he's an edgelord. I mean,
he's an edge.
he's paying attention.
Well, he's got to look to see who's the buffest guy in the gym he's got to beat.
Exactly.
Oh no, J-Dom, thank you. Shout out as much as you can. We're all learning
J-Dom, that's why I'm
together.
happy you guys
Yeah.
are here. You got to keep us in check. We're
Yeah.
all kind of new to this, so it's so good that we're looking at this together. That's why I like these videos.
Workasm says there's a +1 physical defense for having a legendary beard.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It is.
It's pretty glorious.
It goes down there. Emo edgelord muscle wizard. I'm definitely starting to get confused. All right.
I think that makes sense though. So
How many
Yeah.
points have
1,
we spent? Have we paid
2, 3,
attention?
4, 5,
So we got
because
the
we get
2?
2 for 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got 2 left.
All right. So let's just pick one out of might. So that's going to be, well, what's left is intimidation.
Well,
Which
intelligence
makes
is
sense.
next, actually. Intelligence was most
Oh.
voted.
We skipped that. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, no, Prime gets the jump in front. So intelligence and then might.
Okay. Well, then Michelle, you're the intelligent one of us two.
Oh.
So
What
he
do-
has, right now he has medicine picked, arcana picked, and occultism picked.
There's always the fill in the blank, right? They're basically like
Ooh,
a
come up
lore.
with something.
Oh.
What do you got?
I still have a baby brain.
You know what?
I can't think
How about
on
this?
the fly.
Well, that kind of fits into medicine. So this is where I get kind of, because I was going to say like body structure and muscle structure, like anatomy, but it kind of fits into medicine, right?
Yeah, it does.
Well, there's also, I'm thinking survival and or nature are cool options for him making his own protein shakes and stuff.
That's what I was trying to see too. Which one? Because we have just a blank sheet.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't filling it alongside of you.
Oh,
that's
I
right.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
so
start.
we've
Well, he
got-
started to.
Investigation, survival, history, nature, religion, or make up your own.
I know the survival, but that's.
Flavor it for me, girl. Flavor it for me. You know what?
You gotta
I got
survive all the
no.
reps, right? Like,
Survival is because his dad is actually a conspiracy theorist guy who thinks that he needs to be prepared for everything. So his dad takes him on like week-long trips into the woods
I like
for
it.
survival. There it is.
I like it. And that's why he's interpreted
the
wizardry
gyms are a
knowledge.
battleground.
I'm getting Pokemon vibes now.
yeah.
You know what? His specific gym actually has a dueling arena. I know, I saw it.
Yeah. Nice compass.
His specific gym has a dueling arena for wizards.
I love it. Okay,
Mo Hogan is his teacher.
so that's our 1 point to spend. We got one more point to spend, and
What
the
was that
next
show we
highest
just watched?
what?
Where the girl gets stuck in the chests all the time?
Oh, Freyrun.
Freyrin. So
Freyrin.
that's that makes me think of that because you're traveling around and you're like
That was
a wizard
really
kind of thing. It was a good show.
Interesting show. It's like slice of life RPG party.
Yep. It's
Is
very
the best
very
way
cool.
I can describe it. Now, this is interesting because the next highest vote was might. I love that, by the way. Actually,
Well, it just has to be intimidation.
it has to be intimidation.
But I think that makes sense. That's what I was gonna say.
He's intimidating, but not personable.
right.
Well, it makes sense.
I
Big old
love it.
muscly dude who's like, he's studied. Like that's a scary dude.
Yes. Sorry, I'm getting excited about Freyra and Galaxy's shouting out too. I really, really like that show. Check it out. And actually, this character would fit right in there. To be
Yeah,
honest.
but you need survival in that because you're like,
right.
I don't know, they're dungeon crawling, they're doing stuff, you know, they're in the woods, you know, you have to survive.
Hi. Has he
Awesome.
really?
I
I
mean,
love it.
that's all good. All right. I'm a little lost here. How many points do we have left?
We spent it all.
We did?
I think that was it.
7's
Victory!
done. Yes.
Wow.
Because 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we
And
got
then-
the 2 for 1
Okay.
Yes.
knowledge.
Cool.
Yep.
Now let's drop into our trades. We have 3 trade points to spend.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
excited.
So I think that we should make this quick and let the ladies pick the first 2, and then Dan picks the last one.
Okay.
All right. Ladies, go!
I thought the blacksmithing made sense.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that was
Blacksmithing, there it
fun.
is.
I love that.
So I'm putting
Yep.
1 point in and typing in blacksmithing. Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Now remember, if you
I
want,
love
you
that.
can say, I want to put my trades into languages because we're going to talk about languages now.
Ah.
For whatever reason, I really like the way they do languages. It just pumps me up.
Well,
That's very interesting.
You're such a
I already
nerd.
said blacksmithing.
while at parties, I study the arcane and these pecs. Oh, I love it, J Doms. That's great.
You know what?
I guess herbalism would make go. I won't.
What? Yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
could choose it. I was
No, no,
I was
just said
thinking
black-
something artistic would be fun.
Right.
So I was thinking carpentry. So he is like does this, he whittles maybe or
He
something like that.
whittles.
I don't
He
know.
whittles.
Like I think that would
This
be
is
really fun.
this is his therapy. He whittles.
It is very therapeutic.
Not weaving. You didn't want. Oh.
he's doing crochet.
Yeah.
I was thinking like glass blowing's awesome, but I'm like, there's not. I mean, I guess he could do it in his forge if he was blacksmithing too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like carpentry.
I, like
I love
carpentry.
it. Blacksmithing and carpentry. All right, Dan.
I got it.
Do we pick it? Oh, you have one?
Oh no, sorry. I meant I put it in.
Oh. We get to pick. Excuse my throat, guys. Dan, you and I, we get to decide this together.
Herbalism
right.
makes sense.
Or do we put it into languages? He's a studied man. He's probably had to, or she. We've been saying he, but it could be a she. They are a studied person. They gotta have studied languages because they gotta read the books.
You know I like languages.
I don't know. What do you think, Dan?
Man.
I'm always happy with more languages.
Now, this is setting agnostic, right? So
At this point,
would there be, since he's been raised by a prepper, basically, would there be a language he needs to have that would be good if you're a prepper? Like, I'm trying to think of a real world equivalent.
let's talk about languages
Yes,
real quick,
real world.
just so that we
Yeah.
are on the same page. Everybody is fluent in common as a humanoid, and as long as you are relatively civilized. And let me scroll up here. Languages are 2 steps. So you get automatically from your background 2 languages. But then you get, if you want to put a trade point, you can. And there are 2 steps. So languages go from, what's the word, honey? You remember? Something to fluent.
Oh. Oop.
This is
Limited.
Limit, yeah.
It's so if you only put, you can, so at raw, if you take your
I'm
sign
laughing
language.
at Scrat.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
It's almost like a thief's cant. He is stealthy.
Yeah.
There's so you get 2 no matter what, and so
Okay.
you can become really fluent in another language, or you could be limited in 2 different languages. And what that means is, with limited,
Yep.
you
keep
actually have to roll your language check. So it's intelligence or charisma plus your
Okay.
D20 plus your skill.
I love this. It makes so much sense. A lot of people somewhat know a second language,
Right.
at least in America. In
Or
Europe.
you put 2 points into it to make it fluent, where you don't even have to make a roll, and you just know how to read and write and speak it.
going. Okay.
These guys fluent in gym, bro. These guys Johnny Bravo sounds. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to make up our own language for this guy, guys. All right, so I think we need to take that trade point and put it in its own language,
All
right?
right.
Dan? What do you
You
think?
sold me. I think we've all committed to this.
So now we have 3 language points.
Okay.
Sweet.
So the 2 that you put in the common do not count towards that. You automatically are fluent in the common, unless for some reason you talk with your GM and the GM is like, "Hey, dude, you said you grew up in the woods and you never talked to a single soul, and you were born that of 2 tree parents." You know, like that may be something.
If I was still doing shorts, I'd make that a short. 2 tree parents.
All right.
Yeah, carry on.
So common, and then so their language list right now they have in the system is going to be like your mortal languages. Then you have divine, celestial, fiend, outer, which is deep speech, exotic is giant, draconic, fey, elemental.
From the chat, I thought it was really cool. They were talking about, if we're going like a prepper field, that there's like this holy war coming between the devils and the celestials.
Oh,
So maybe that's, I mean, obviously Jim Bro also has to be. I still
right.
like it effectively used as like a thieves' cant, like only other people who are in the Jim Bro world.
let's
can
make it up.
speak This,
Put,
right?
put 1 in the gym, bro. So they have to roll. Put 1 into fiend or celestial, and then a third one,
And
or
now,
maybe. Go ahead.
sorry. Oh, never mind. That's a key on there. 1 is limited, 2 is fluent. Sorry, I was just
Yeah,
refreshing.
and
on
this
that.
is the place of character creation where you can put 2 dots in. It's so awesome.
Jim Bra.
Jim, bruh.
1 in infernal.
And then 1 in
in
celestial. Oh, I
You have
love
to
it.
move the sheet down, I think, to
Oh,
see
sorry, guys. Yes, hold on.
You're good. I'm not sure we're gonna finish this character tonight. I think we got too excited.
We do
Well, this is
that.
what happened with the kids, though.
This is what happened
too.
to the kids. We started kind of role playing
Yeah.
and talking about it, which is actually just part of the fun. Like, because it really helps capture the feel of the character. It helps, and what I like about a lot of his notes, Michelle, you pointed out to me, it talks about collaborating. It talks about working together and making these decisions with your GM, with your other players, and building that whole collaborative storytelling. And that is something that Dungeon Coach really encourages throughout the entire document. He even encourages it in the one shot. When I read through the one shot, he really wants the people to sit there and decide things together and talk through it. And I love that. Absolutely love that. And it doesn't feel player versus DM at all, or Legend Master in my case. Go ahead.
No, just unless your 5-year-old, or no, who was it? The 10-year-old wanted to smash a guitar of another character.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Are they just calling it Game Master for DC20, or I feel like it should be you're the coach.
I mean,
Open Legend has the Legend Master.
Hey guys,
Yep.
hey, all of the DC people in chat, we need to go. You are now the coach when you are the GM. people.
When you're
Just
running
mean,
the game,
Dungeon
you're the
Coach.
That's
Which is-
it. You're
Yes,
the coach.
coach.
The second coach.
So Dungeon Coach is Dungeon Coach.
Put me in
Coach.
coach, please.
Coach Dungeon Coach.
the assistant coach. We can be assistant.
I actually really
coaches.
like that. Actually, because in a way,
You have like the dungeon coach has created this, and
yeah, but now because we have a head coach. He's
Right.
the head coach,
He's
and
the
we're
head coach.
all sorry.
The assistant
Stop.
coach.
I'm getting into this Dungeon Coach. Yeah,
Dungeons Coach squared
that's
to the
so
power
great.
of 2.
I got lost in that thought.
Oh,
that was really
Sorry,
bad.
I
No,
always we
you're
do
good.
this every time when it's just
No.
game master and narrator.
Collaboration.
Let's give it a fun
Collaboration.
name.
All right. So
working
what,
together.
you picked all. That was all 3 language points.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow, we're done with 3, I think. We're going to step 4, health points. This is easy. 6 plus character level plus might. So that's
See.
6 plus 1 plus 3.
Yes. Wait, where am
So-
I? Health points. That's the heart.
That is the heart. Yeah.
6 plus 1 plus 3 is 10.
Nice. Then we're going to go to stamina and
Oh, wait.
mana points.
Do we
Oh,
have
wait.
J-Dom saying, do we have 4 points total to spend?
Oh, did I mess something up?
Because
let
you
me
start
scroll
with
back.
2. You're right. We start with 2, and then we spent a trade point to
Sweet.
get.
Get another
2
one.
more.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
Thank you. I think we got way too excited.
Yeah.
How about we make Jim Bro fluent then?
Yeah. Yes.
I think Jim Bro has to be fluent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Got
Awesome. Cool. Now we can move on.
Hey,
All right.
Jason Bean, welcome. DC20
Hey, guys.
Discord. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, well, Vienna is asking for, can we get a brief summary of who this character is for people who joined recently? Asking for a friend, not me, of course. We are crafting this together with chat. So as of now, I think DM Tales did it best using the cipher system style. It's a muscly wizard. What was it? I can't remember now. I gotta scroll back up in chat. So we're getting a muscle wizard who's been raised by a prepper who thinks that there will be this kind of holy war between celestials and devils at some point. And
Happy Feet is a stealthy muscle wizard who counts carbs.
there it is. Thank you, DM Tales. That may have been side note
Yes.
the penguin, the ongoing penguin.
That's
meme
okay.
for
That's okay.
DC20.
Oh boy.
an emo edgelord as well.
We haven't gotten to Ancestry yet, so that's not
We haven't even gotten to
technically wrong.
Ancestry. We won't even
We're at step 5, right? We're halfway there.
All right, so stamina and mana points. Yes, I'm saying it
Stamina.
wrong on purpose here.
Sorry.
Fill in your characters. SP and MP martial characters have 1 stamina point, and spellcasters have 6 mana points. So for right now, well, and the hybrids have 3 mana points. So right now, what I would really like to do is just put 1 in stamina and 6 in mana points, and we'll edit later when we pick our class. Well, wait, we know we're a wizard. Let's not be dumb.
It's true. We're a muscly wizard.
You know what? We're a muscle wizard. So
that's
and
one.
at level 1. Well, we could do Spellblade.
Which would be neat to showcase.
And he uses a barbell as a weapon.
That I'm not opposed
You know what?
to this.
Hey, can we do another poll? I know this is annoying.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Can we do Wizard or Spellblade as the poll?
It was
Easy.
neat to work with our 10-year-old to do the spell blade.
Oh,
but you-
I'm suddenly
That
blanking.
was
Right? Is
cool.
it called class or is it?
It's class. Yeah.
It is class. Okay.
Yeah. Now, Spellblade has to be, where did he get his powers from? If you come up with that thought, but he gets it from the inner rage of knowing he is the one who has to stop this war between the fiends and celestials. That's where his power comes from. Or is he a well-studied wizard? We have been saying wizard this whole time. But let's give these people a vote. Oh man, we got a lot. Oh,
Ooh,
it's fun to watch that poll go.
Fighting.
Oh, it's a fight.
That's so fun.
Vote, vote,
That
vote.
was.
Oh, man, it's back to the middle.
Oh.
He found a cursed blade. He found a cursed barbell.
Oh,
A
I-
barbell.
Curse
see, I don't
barbell.
know.
Good.
Don't get too excited. Wizards.
Oh my gosh, this is so hard to watch. He gets magic visions through whittling. That's awesome.
50-50. Ah!
Oh my gosh. This is insane. There's 18 votes already. I'm all hot
we're
and
back to
bothered over here.
Spellblade. Rumble, you can come in if you want.
Yeah,
Shout
Rumble,
in
what do you
chat,
got?
And we'll add it to the poll.
We'll just add it. Yeah. All right, we probably should have put a timer on this. Let's give it another minute,
we
right?
should. Yeah, yeah.
I know the cursed barbell though
Guys,
is.
what do we got? We got about 27 watching on YouTube, so there's a few more people that can vote. Now's your time.
J-Doms, I do like that. Let my mustard lizard alone.
Rumble vote wizard.
Rumble vote wizard. Oh, I forgot what I voted. Now it's been so long, I forgot.
I didn't know it was going to be this tight, guys. This is exciting.
No,
this is exciting.
I'm giving it about 10 more
I
seconds.
don't see anything over on Rumble.
Oh, dear.
No, I haven't seen anything either.
Oh, of course, I refreshing on ad. Cool. Well, that's all right.
Last
She's
What do
call.
we got?
Last
Spellblade's
call.
pulling into the front.
No.
It's that cursed
no.
dumbbell, you guys.
Now I feel bad for the guys who said wizard right from the beginning.
I know.
I started a problem. Looks like we'll have to build 2 of them. What a shame.
All right, I think we're
Spellblade.
going.
Cool. That was tough, guys. So
Spicy. Okay.
that was hard. Now I feel sad. I'm just kidding. So Spellblade, which starts on page about 100 and
Sorry, Dennis.
I can't look at chat anymore. I can't look at chat.
You gotta have a cursed dumbbell.
It makes
though.
me hurt. All right. So on page 140 is the Spellblade class. They do get 3 mana points. Woohoo, guys. And 1 stamina point. So
One
now we can fill
stamina,
those out
okay.
properly. And if we go
Because
back to page...
a full mana build would be 0 stamina, 6 mana. Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay,
That's
so this is the split.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes, and we might have to multi-class wizard at level 2. I do
Ooh.
J-Doms. But we're not
That's
doing level 2 today.
Yes.
Hey, part 2. Join us next time.
I know, we might have
for
to
the
make up part 2.
continuation.
All right. Stamina points and mana points are done. Step 6 of character creation is your defenses. First, we're going to start with your physical defense. Physical defense is 8 plus your combat mastery, which is 1 because it's half your level rounded up,
Okay.
plus your agility, plus your armor bonus, which we're not there yet, so don't worry about that right now. Just put in
So we're at 10 so far.
Yeah.
in 10 for right now.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to our mystical defense.
I love this.
Why do you love this?
Because I like the separation between physical and mental.
Yeah.
Or mystical.
Well, yeah,
Everybody
I know
say
we-
goodnight, Wes.
Good night, Wes.
Thanks for being here, bud.
Hey, good night, Galaxy.
Good night, Galaxy.
Good night, guys.
All right, so for mystical defense, it's 8 plus combat mastery, plus charisma, plus intelligence. And
So it's minus
you know what's
7.
really cool?
We cancel out.
If there's a negative, it applies. I love that. In
I
the
love
system.
that too.
I think that fits exactly how a system should be.
So, and our charisma and intelligence cancel each other out. So I think we're just at a 9 then. It's 8.
Perfect.
8 plus our level
Not
Combat
bad.
modifier.
half rounded up.
Yeah. And then if you have any damage reduction, this only really applies if you have heavy armor or some kind of feat or trait that grants it. So right now we're going to leave those at 0. We're going to move to step 7. We're almost done, guys. The heart.
Sweet. Oh,
Step 7.
sorry, Puffernami.
We're still here.
Oh, no.
We're still here.
We're still here. We got you. All right. So step 7, you're looking at combat modifiers. This is pretty quick. You start right at the center where attack spell check is +4. All it is your prime plus your combat.
Okay, which is
mastery.
4 for us now.
Simple. So your save DC is 10 plus your combat mastery plus prime 14. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Martial check. This is your highest between athletics or acrobatics, and this is going to. So this is whatever that is.
So 5 for us, athletics.
+5. Yep. Boom. Easy, right? Then we're going to jump over to death threshold. This is based off of your prime. 0 minus prime. Death threshold, -3 right now.
-3. Okay, yep. Just type in -3.
Correct. Then you're going to jump down to your move speed, 5.
Okay.
Now, some of this can be altered with Ancestry and stuff, so we might not be done altering this sheet, but right now that is the base that we're working off of, okay?
Got it.
Jump distance equals your agility, minimum of 1.
So we got a 1.
So 1.
Yep.
Rest points. So we're going to go down a little bit to where it says rest points. Cap is going to be might plus 1. So we're at 4.
We're at 4.
Grit points
Ha!
is
0.
what?
Because it's
2 plus charisma.
charisma,
0
which is
grit.
-2.
Oh, man.
That's
Should we check?
interesting.
Should we check that there's no minimum on that? We have no grit.
Well, that's what I had
You had no grit on your
Right.
character sheet? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you did.
for today.
Yeah. Do
You
what
can
grit
still
does?
live. It's fine.
You
Yeah.
can still live.
It's just when a pizza walks by, you can't resist. I'm just kidding.
He only eats once
So-
a day, you know? He
Yeah. Oh, he's one of those workout
yeah,
guys.
loads it all in at
He
the end of the
fasts
day.
and
yeah.
eats like
Intermittent
3,000 to
faster.
5,000 freaking calories at one sitting. I love
so
it.
he can eat
So-
the pizza.
Grit, you gain a number of grit points equal to 2 plus your charisma. If your charisma is negative, then your total grit points is reduced by the same amount.
That's us.
So that's it. Look at that.
Yes,
I just
that's
wanted
right,
to double
Grand
check.
Old Dwarf.
Thank you, J-Doms. I had a brain fart for a second. All right, guess what? Step 7's done. That was it.
Sweet.
Now we move to the fun part.
Yay.
Now this
It's all been
can
the fun part.
Yeah, but I love the idea of mating. Well, so we're going to Ancestry.
Moving on. He has
I
lots
love
of kids, you
Ance-
guys.
No, sorry. I love that.
Wait,
DNA, Ancestry, my wife's leaving. I made it awkward. My bad.
you guys, this is an ongoing thing. Everyone has to drink when Jake makes an innuendo by accident.
But no, don't do this to me. It's Ancestry, right?
Totally.
Oh, that's funny.
This represents your biology and how you have grown and developed since birth. So
I
there is
love
an
you.
easy way to do Ancestry. You could just pick one, and that's easy. But that's boring. Just kidding. And so if you go down to the Ancestries, everybody go to page 105. It has the different things, and if you just pick one, you get a default, which is they have their default traits. You know, it has like a human has attribute increase, resilience, human resolve, undying. I'm not going to go over every one of those right now.
Got it.
Um,
By the
what-
way, for those just joining too, we're looking at the 0.8 PDF. If you were a backer, I think, did everyone on the Patreon, any patron supporters probably got access to it as well, or is it only Kickstarter?
I don't speak business.
Anyways, if you have access, you have it. I think it might have been just Kickstarter because it was 20,000 plus emails he sent out. Anyways, so that's what we're looking at. We're just showing the character sheet here, but if you have the PDF, you can follow along.
Yeah. So you get to choose your ancestries from where your character comes from. You can pick 1 or 2. I love this. Hear me out. Hence why my son made a dwarf with cat-like abilities. And J-Doms, that's what I thought, only Kickstarters.
Yeah, thank you.
The backers or patrons got the Scion, right?
Got it. Okay.
But I like what Chad is saying about the ancestries, though.
That is
I missed
interesting. We got maybe Fiendborn or
I was thinking that
Angelborn.
too.
That's why I
Fiend
stand to
and
prefer.
angel. Maybe
Well,
both.
they could be
also-
both,
Yeah.
which is
Giant-
insane. Like, so mom
Oh.
and dad fell in love or hate. They fell in hate. I'm just kidding.
It was a
Giantborn,
Romeo
too.
and Juliet thing, and then
Like,
like
refill my drink. You guys keep going.
But now they're battling. So regardless, what I love about this is you actually choose your parents. You were your parents the same ancestry, or were they 2 different ancestries? If you start with one ancestry, you gain access to the ancestry list. You can choose a second ancestry later if you would like at level 4 and 7. If you choose 2, you gain access to both lists of ancestries of each ancestry to see how you come out. So you get only 5 points to spend. Okay, so when you're looking at the ancestries, they have a major and minor trait, or I think that's what they're called. And then there's a negative trait, so you can actually choose negative traits to make your points go up. You can choose But you can only choose, and there are traits that are worth 0. You can only choose one of those. So you can't choose a trait of the same name multiple times unless it otherwise says so. So their example that DC or Dungeon Coach put in here, a PC chooses Dwarf and Giantborn as their 2 ancestries.
That's hilarious.
The Tough Ancestry trait is available to both ancestries. The PC could only choose the Tough Ancestry trait once, even though it's available to both ancestries.
Got it.
Makes sense.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I am seeing some different things in here. I did see Giantborn, I believe, right?
Mhm.
Yep,
Yeah.
there's Giantborn,
That's so unique. Cool. I don't know.
Fiendborn, Angelborn.
Metallic Dragon patrons got the Spellblade, new maneuvers, the talent network, or talent rework, and the weapon rework. Basically, the 0.8 changes. Okay. Cool. He was just talking about what the Metallic Dragon patrons got for Dungeon Coach patrons.
Oh,
But I believe that $5 and up got Scion, which I have access to because I am a patron, but I didn't want to talk about that in this system right now. I don't think we need to add more options right now. So, are
we
we
can
doing
only do so
Fiend?
much with a poll.
Penguins.
Penguins.
Oh, we did
a
talk
giant
about
penguin?
penguins.
Yeah.
Are we really doing penguin?
I don't
He's a
know.
giant with so.
Look, I see a lot of things about
How
penguins.
does he
on
whittle
there. I'm
with
still trying
fins?
to-
No, it's only his face. It's the only part is the mouth is the beak of a penguin.
Harsh.
Okay.
Kristen doesn't like it, but she's accepting it.
Nope.
No, we
I
don't have
can't
to
do the
this.
penguin.
No, it's okay. I actually really liked.
He's got
Oh.
like not cauliflower ears, but cauliflower toes. So he's got like webbed feet from all his lifting.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it does.
He lifts with his feet.
Oh no.
That's
Gnome,
awesome.
Beastborn. So what we want to do? We want to pick some. Why don't we pick top 4 from suggestions from chat, and then we'll have everybody vote.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Take the top 2.
So Giantborn.
I'm seeing penguins.
Okay, nobody asked you. I'm just kidding.
I'm not opposed. Would Penguin fall right now under Beastborn?
It would be.
I mean, there's been whispers that something might happen, but
I don't know. I keep hearing this penguin
Makes
born's coming. We'll see.
sense. We can
Well,
put it
hold on.
in
Before
there.
we
as
go too
Beastborn.
crazy.
Maybe we'll just stick with.
Well, let's leave it to a vote.
yeah, that sounds good. What's up, Dan? Hello, what's up, Dan? I'm all right. What's up with you?
I definitely was feeling the Giantborn plus Fiendborn. So I think we should put the penguin. Is he taking over Gotham? Thank you,
Yes.
Nathan. So I think we're gonna drop the penguin for now. I am also feeling a little out penguined right now. The
For its own
Beastborn does
character, yeah.
have a very wide range ancestry. It is fantastic. Like I said, my son made a dwarf with cat-like features today, and that was a lot of fun to play with. For anybody who hasn't seen the drawing yet, we even drew it. Well, he colored it, but he's only 5.
It's like Mardi Gras. Woo!
Just to be clear.
Yes.
Yeah, let's save the penguin for its own character. I actually agree with it. So, in the poll, Dan, can you put Giantborn, Tiefling? Well, it's not Tiefling. Sorry, Fiendborn,
yeah.
Angelborn. Oh man, I'm gonna get these all wrong. Let me butcher them. Yeah, it's Angelborn.
Which
Sorry,
ancestries?
Puffernami. Or is he saying "aw" because it's cute? I hope he's saying "aw" because it's cute, not because we left out.
Okay,
You never know with awe.
Angelborn, Fiendborn,
There was a call for a gnome.
Giantborn.
A gnome.
Giantborn. Guys, I've only got 4.
Okay, so we only have one
94.
more. Angelborn, Fiendborn, Giantborn.
Gnome, you said?
Well-
Beastborn, Gnome, and Dwarf were all put up. So we'll
Let's
make...
drop Beastborn as a lot of work. Let's drop it for now.
Okay.
It's
So,
interesting to look at. Really neat, but
It is cool. It's just I know we're pushing.
Nobody
time
wants
here.
to be a human.
No, yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
We could just put human on the list.
Okay, human.
Let's see what happens.
Starting.
or
point.
no,
Oh,
no,
right.
drop that. No.
Hold on, end poll. Poll's done. I'm starting over.
Starting out. Oh gosh, you have to do it all over again.
Yes.
That's
Oh, this
fine.
is painful.
No. The top 2 in the poll are the parents. They're absolutely right.
Yes,
J-Doms.
top 2 in
That's
the poll.
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, so
and Jacob and his
I love orcs, so
Yes.
we're doing.
you're
orc.
right. You guys are so
I'm an
right.
orc guy. I don't even know why we
I'm
skipped
sorry.
orc.
Who
Are you
shouted
kidding?
that out? Who shouted that?
That was Puffernami.
Yeah, we gotta put that up there.
I love how quick he was like, orc. So it's going to be Angelborn, Fiendborn, Giantborn, or Orc. We're going to put a post up there. You guys vote. Top 2 highest are going to be the parents.
Yep.
We're not... Oh. We'll let the ladies decide who the male and female of that relationship is.
Doesn't make any difference.
It does.
They got to have names? They got to have a background? Are you kidding me?
All right, poll is up. Again, Rumble, shout out if you want to add your vote into the poll, and we'll see what we get.
Hey, thank you, Dan.
Thanks,
for
what's up, Dan?
that. I appreciate that. Not Dan Stacy. Dan, what's up?
I'm also Dan. Dan has been on the top 10 since like the 1800s, okay? There's a lot of us out there.
Puffer Nami's a 40k person, so of course they like orcs.
Oh, yes.
You know what's funny? I'm not a 40k person, and I still like orcs. I always have liked orcs. I don't know why.
Right.
Not that I'm
Fiendborn
against
is
40k.
Definitely on top so far, guys. Oh,
Really?
let's see.
Oh, nobody's doing Angel.
Nobody's doing Angel Boy. That's
Interesting.
very interesting.
That's so interesting. Oh, Giantborn and Orc are tied.
Oh man.
That's really exciting. Come
So
on, who's
for-
gonna break the tie?
So real quick, while we do this, for the new people who are in chat, like what's up, Dan? We're building a character in DC20, a system that just finished its Kickstarter. We are working off the beta 8 rules, and we are building a Jimbro wizard who is also preparing for a war possibly in the future, among other things. He whittles to relax himself.
Yes. Among other.
He builds his own barbells. He is an alchemist who creates his own... No, not alchemist. He has some nature to make his own protein shakes, and he knows
All
medicine
natural.
to make sure that his body is receiving the best love.
And he's
that
going to
can
be a
receive.
spell blade with a cursed dumbbell.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
We're coming close to the end here.
What do we do? What are we doing? 2 minutes?
Yeah, let's do that. So it's been a little over a minute.
Anybody
Very
in Rumble,
close.
this is a chance for you to vote. Say something, and
Yeah,
we'll add it
jump
to
in
the vote.
YouTube
Right
right
now,
now.
we have Fiendborn at 44%, Giantborn at 25%, and Orc at 31%. So right now, it is an Orc and Fiendborn, which is kind of cool.
I think that makes sense.
That makes sense.
It does. Yeah.
Looks like we're going to run out of time. It looks like we've
Yeah, it's
finally
almost
been
out.
set.
That's 2 minutes. Ending poll now. 16 votes in.
Sweet.
We have
So-
a fiend and orc combination.
Let's start with the Fiendborn. So we have 5 ancestry points, Dan. I don't know if you caught that.
Yes. Okay.
And yeah, no, Angelborn got 0. I thought the same thing. I thought
I
for sure
know.
it'd be at least 1 point.
Oh.
It's okay. Gonna be an ugly person. Or it's completely recessive genes, and it's like this really gorgeous orc.
See,
right?
that's what I was going to say. Like, he says recessor gene, but he's referring to the feed. Because clearly the orc wouldn't be ugly.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, orcs can't be ugly. They're all beautiful. You know what I like about this system? I am half dwarf and half orc, for sure, and I can build that now. All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. I love this, though, guys. This is a really cool idea.
So you
All
think,
right.
Michelle? Who's the mom? Who's the dad?
Wait, are we really doing this? I thought it didn't
Oh,
matter.
I think it's fun.
All right. Who,
I want to know who the mom
So-
is.
The mom would be the orc.
That I was actually
Demon
leaning
orc
that way
is
too.
not-
Let's
Alright,
do it.
what's-
Let's do it.
what's her name?
Well, wait.
Testing my brain at so late at night.
We'll bring that up.
The
We'll
baby's
do that
sleeping.
later.
I should be sleeping.
You know, but we're gonna have to flesh this out later.
Yeah, Tatiana. That's her name. I like it.
Tatiana.
All right. So that means
Sounds like a pretty name, so she passed on the pretty traits.
the traits.
I think
Science.
his dad was super stoic, fiend-born, angry.
I like
dude.
it.
Took him
That-
to the woods.
That would
to,
make sense
you
that
need
he's a
to-
prepper because
I think
he has.
it was more of like he threw him into the woods and said survive.
Oh,
You know, and
nice.
he's like, that's how I'm teaching you.
Trial by
Maybe
fire.
he wasn't a nice dad. Sorry.
No, I love that. Oh, yeah. VN makes a point. Can we get a name for the character?
Oh, I know.
man.
Yeah,
That's the hardest question for a character.
I do
Is
lots
it
We're not
though?
of
done building it.
Is it though?
Googling. No, I Google and I try to find name meanings. What do the name
Yeah,
mean?
Chris
and I
I
go
don't know.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Is that cases? Caxes?
I think it's
Arcane
cases.
narrator. We're in
Which-
English. C's don't make sense.
Cake. It's cacus.
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 Which kind of aligns with Krusk.
Hey,
I do kind of like.
we're
I
leaving
like
crust
cases
out of this.
with a soft
I do
C. Cases.
Cases.
Maybe
It's
Krusk
pretty
is
cool.
down the line on the orc side somewhere.
Krusk was in the orc side.
Obviously,
it's his
you
daughter
are- yeah,
that
the
had
Krusk
this.
character.
This is his daughter's.
I'm
Anyway.
throwing in.
So this is his grandchild.
Yeah.
I'm throwing
Yes.
in with the dad being the Fiendborn too. That because he's a Fiendborn, he has prophetic knowledge of this holy war coming. Like he can see
Yeah.
something, or there's writings within the devil writings, and then the name, his son's name's got to be something kind of meaningful. And cases, it sounds like I could see an
Alright.
edgelord
In
muscle
case
wizard.
of
And we're done.
She had to ruin it. Williktug.
Cases Williktug.
I like that
you
too.
put them together even.
Cases Williktug.
I like it. Let's do it, guys. That's it.
All right.
What's going on the sheet?
Awesome. So we're gonna start with the fiendish origin. We have 5 points to spend, and I don't want to spend too much time because we are running out of time.
Yes.
Fiendish origin. You choose a fiendish origin from the following list: cold, corrosive, fire, poison, umbral. All future choices within the ancestry must use the chosen fiendish origin. The type of damage associated with your fiendish origin is your fiendish damage. So
Oh, cool.
that's something to consider. It's funny. I pictured fire. I don't know why.
I mean,
but
it's classic.
okay. Yeah, we'll just
What
do
a-
classic for that.
Sure. Let's go
Pectus
for it.
pectoris.
Yeah, I like that.
You gain the following ancestry trait. It's interesting that it's autumn. It says it's like you can now spend your ancestry points on angel-born traits. You are not considered to be angel-born. You just gain access to its traits.
This is
You
because of
only have-
fire?
Well, no, this is a fiend-born redemption. You can only have one 0-point ancestry trait when creating your character. So if you want to start the game with this feature, you must swap it out with any of the 0 other features. So it is a choice, I guess. So technically, we could have access to the angel-born traits, but I personally, I realize, as I'm reading it, J-Doms, I see that. As I'm reading it, I think that we should just skip that one. Is that okay?
It's fine. I do like it a little flavor-wise, but yeah, we'll
I
keep it
create
simple.
stories in my head about why and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So,
then we go
but
to
let's
the
just
Holy
skip.
War. That's true.
Devil like
Yeah,
Hellboy.
J-Dom's calling out Hellboy.
I do like it. It actually fits the whole idea of a holy war.
It does.
All right.
Let's
So
do it.
he's like
Let's-
conflicted
All right.
Yes.
on his
Yep.
side. What side?
So that's a 0 point. So we haven't spent any points. We're doing really well. I think right away, the first one that pops out to me, and I'm just gonna say we're taking it, is Intimidator. So there is in Fiendborn, there's a thing called Intimidator. It's 1 point once per combat. You can take the Intimidate action as a minor action. So in this system,
Fits well.
you have 4 action points per turn, and then you have 1 minor action. So, like opening a door, drawing a sword, something like that's your minor action. But if you do more than 1 minor action, it goes into your action.
starts
points.
costing.
So you kind of have like a 4, almost 5 action system. But it's definitely 4 with the bonus minor action. So
Nice.
what that's really cool is you don't have to burn one of your 4 to intimidate.
I really love that.
But I think it kind of fits his whole vibe we're going for.
And would this go in
Um,
features?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we
wrote
were
it
putting
down.
it. Yeah.
Okay. What was the title of that again? I'll just put the title
Intimidator.
in. Intimidator.
Intimidator.
Where do you put the Fiendborn redemption thing?
Oh yeah.
Put
let's
that there,
see.
too, if you want.
Put that there
Ancestry.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, redemption. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed that, Puffernami. You have 2 minor actions per turn? How did I miss this? Are you serious?
I missed that too.
Because the character sheet only has spot for 5. Oh no. Oh no, guys. That means I failed my children today. I failed
They
everything.
were very excited
No,
that
they
they could
loved it.
sheath or take out
They
a
loved the
weapon.
idea that you didn't
was
have to
great.
burn an action to sheath a weapon or pull out a weapon. They were like, oh my gosh. Because they like switching the weapons mid-combat all
Yes.
the time. Oh, you have one minor action that can do two things. Okay.
Oh,
Open
okay.
and close the door.
So,
Yes.
okay, so
Swap weapon, as in draw and put
so
one
we were
away.
looking-
Yes. Okay. cool.
Very
So we
good
did-
clarification. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Put away one weapon, Paul. Thank you.
Which
Yeah,
is
that
a
makes-
very, I mean, coming from another system, that would have been two separate things. So that's a really
Yep.
good clarification.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check, guys. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Because we're all learning and
Yeah,
really
no.
excited.
So I did not run it incorrectly earlier. Woohoo! Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm representing the system well when I'm doing my children and that I know the system. All right, guys. So we still have 4 points to spend, and we can also grab negative stuff.
I love that.
What?
Yes.
No, just that I
Taking
grabbed
flaws.
for my character. Yeah, I took
She
negatives.
took so many flaws.
And then a bunch of zeros. And then I still had all these points.
So the other one that drops out to me right away, I think he needs dark vision. I mean, I
Dave
think
from
it just-
Grimwood Games would be mad at you, but yeah, let's do it.
Why?
He hates dark vision.
Oh, okay. So in this system, it's dark vision, 10 spaces. You can see dark vision within 10 spaces. It's
Cool.
simple.
Yeah.
In this system, they don't use inches. They don't use feet. You don't have to do any stupid calculations of how many is that? It's divided by 5. And I know for some people it's easy, some people it's hard. It's spaces. It's 10 spaces. That is so nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And if that is what you're using for you hexes, squares, it doesn't matter.
Triangles.
I'd never played on triangles, but okay.
Let's go.
All right, so we want to go to orcs. Let's see, they have orc rush. So right now we're down to 3 points. Orcs have orc rush. They have an intimidating shout for 2 points. If we want to finish that out.
Really lean into that.
Yep, they have a brutal strike. They have toughness, which increases your HP. They have orcish resolve. You can now spend up to 2 action points while on death's door instead of 1. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
a classic orc.
You know what?
thing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orcish resolve.
It's called orcish resolve if you want to take it.
Okay, let's do it.
I love one of the orc traits is already cursed.
Which it's a zero. You can take it.
No, we can't. We took the 0
Oh,
redemption.
you already took it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
That's so cool.
You're absolutely right, VN. That one space is written in rules to be 5 feet. It's just people don't, whatever. Yeah, but it's okay.
Yes.
All right.
Especially with kids, it was so much easier.
By the way, quick shout out. We have between Rumble and YouTube over 40 people watching right now. So welcome. Thank you. Check out the links in the description for DC20, his YouTube channel, and the Kickstarter, which has already been completed, but it is available for pre-order on BackerKit. Follow the links there. Check it out. We are building a character in beta 0.8.
Which I'm already loving this character.
I am too. Yes. Shout out again for those new. We will be doing a live play, and this will be a character in the live play. I don't know who's gonna play
Who's
it
gonna
yet.
play
We're
it?
all gonna have to fight.
I mean,
I guess.
yeah, it's true. Should we do a full body paint and paint them all like red
Yes.
and green?
What about my beard?
Well, that can stay.
I can make it flaming.
Yeah. Yes.
We're looking at the J-Dom's pointing out the already cursed trait.
Okay.
Lore drops. That's
Orcs
true.
are descendants of a group of humans that were cursed by an evil god. That's awesome. So that's one thing that I don't know enough, J-Doms, because I am a little later to the scene, and I don't know all the lore angles they're going for.
Well, that'd be fun. To
Oh,
read
thank you,
tomorrow.
Dominic. They're saying
Are they? I didn't know
point
that.
A. I don't know that for sure, but chat
If they are, that's
and
awesome.
whole, yeah, that's great.
All right, so we have 2 more points to spend. I do see the arcane narrator mentioned provocation.
Provocation.
Thank you. You get a point back.
Provoke.
You have disadvantage on checks and saves against being taunted. You know, honestly, that fits the gym. Some dude
Yes.
challenges you to a freaking weight lift off. This guy's all about it. So it's not that he's easily provoked; it's that he doesn't want to turn down from it, right? But it's just a reflavor. So like, so we
okay.
can actually get a point back if we want to take that. But you have disadvantage on checks and saves against being taunted. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I think that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I like it. So
But now we're back up to spending more points.
good. That's
Ah.
that's what we do. Now everyone's gonna watch me try to spell provocation.
Oh,
go.
you know what? We made him a spell blade. So hear me out. Should
Yeah.
we take fiendish magic?
Yes.
You learn one spell of your choice from the arcane spell list from the destruction or enchantment spell schools. If the spell deals damage, it must be the same damage type as your fiendish. The fire spell. Like, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just grab that real quick. Once per long rest, I'm going to finish reading this. Once per long rest, you can cast the chosen spell, spending one less mana point than normal, minimum of 0. The spell's total mana cost still can't exceed your mana spend limit.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but you get a spell. That's the biggest thing. And then low force of will fits
Yeah,
the low charisma
I know.
too.
I love
Yeah.
it.
All right, one more point to spend.
So what was that? What was the name of that last one? So I got fiendish.
Fiendish magic.
Oh, that was
That's
it.
it.
Okay,
I was just reading it. It's a longer one.
gotcha. I love
So
that.
we have our last point. Do we go fiend or do we do an orc trait? Which one do we pick? One more vote? Do we do one more vote?
Yeah, let's do it. One
Yeah.
more poll, guys. Here
Fiend
we go.
or orc
Fiend or orc?
trait.
Fiend or orc trait. We have 1 point to
Last-
spend. So go ahead and pick one. Tough. More HP, I know. One free spell.
That's not a bad point.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Doms.
Orc.
Well, that's why I
Yeah.
grabbed that one.
Fiend. Here we
Oh,
go,
we
guys.
got 2 votes for tough, 3 votes for tough.
Coming up
Uh-oh.
right now. Hold on just a
Uh-oh.
second.
I mean, if orcs picked, we're doing tough. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
It's yelling at me, and it's going.
There it is.
And again, Rumble, shout out. I'll add you to the poll. The poll is in YouTube.
This is awesome. Guys, I really appreciate all of you being here, helping
Yes.
us make this really
Thank
unique
you. This is
character
so
at
much
the end of
fun.
the day. We're gonna, Dan, if you're okay with it, after we give it some details and flesh out a little bit more, we should post it on our Discord to share with
Absolutely.
everybody to kind of
Yes.
look over and things like that.
Yep.
But so as this vote is going on, we aren't going to pick weapons tonight. We already know one's a barbell anyway.
Barbell.
Cursed barbell.
Yes.
Man, that's so cool. I really want to play this character. I think when we go to do this campaign, not if we will be doing a campaign in this system, probably be a small one, but we are looking forward to doing it. I will play this character.
Fair.
That's
fair
awesome.
enough. Now we'll shout out. We're just giving a few more minutes to vote, but it looks like Orc's gonna win.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll
I-
give it
I
a little
think
bit. There's
it's-
only 11 votes right now.
Oh,
We
that's
have
true.
25 on YouTube. We got like 15, 12 on Rumble right now. So again, Rumble, shout out if you want to add to the vote. We are absolutely going to do. I'm just, Coach is super busy right now, but I want to connect with him just to make sure everything's good with him. But we want to run that one shot that is available for DC20 right now. What was it, Jake? Do you remember the name, or chat can probably shout it out?
The
I'm
Hunted.
blanking. The Hunted. Thank you.
I ran it earlier today.
Yeah.
I didn't finish. But
So I'd love to do that. And then we have done a show called After Quest. Check that out on our channel as well. And so we want to do a DC20 campaign in that style, where it's an 8 to 10, 8 to 12 session campaign that we do live. And that might be a homebrew setting sort of thing. Of course.
I already know what we're doing.
In a perfect world, we would love to have Dungeon Coach on in some way or another. I don't know if it'll be possible because the man is
The guest character.
cooking right now with
mean,
There's a lot of
picked
stuff
up, like, what?
happening.
20,000 followers.
Yes,
Yeah.
at least.
All right, it's in orc.
Orc
We got
is
toughness.
It's tough.
ending poll
That's-
now. That's 2
Tough.
minutes.
We are
Yeah.
tough.
Okay.
Yep, right there.
Toughness.
So
Makes
toughness
sense.
it's going to increase his maximum HP by 1, which is fantastic because he's going to be in there smashing faces with a barbell.
First
Yeah.
barbell.
Oh, I
And
love
the
it.
numbers are low. Defense numbers, HP numbers, they're lower if you're coming
which
from another
is
system.
fun. I really like it. Earlier, it was kind of cool. You don't roll a damage dice; you roll your D20, and your damage is based off your weapon alongside however ways you wish to boost it.
And a
So, like,
static number, unless that changes based on certain things, right? For the damage.
certain weapons,
Depending on the weapon.
yeah, do
Oh,
more, do
Mustache is
less.
thinking already.
It was a little easier for the kids to play too, not as many numbers, in a sense. As much as the kids
Right.
love rolling all the dice, like in Open Legend, you get these. Our 10-year-old said, "Oh, I got a natural 20. Does this explode?" And we were like, "No, wait a minute."
Oh, I know.
Open
Yes.
Legend.
Yeah.
But it was
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but the
right.
whole idea that when you beat different tiers, you get higher
5 over.
damage. Correct.
I
Or if you do
absolutely
things
love
that,
yes.
like, because weapon mastery, styles, and all of that it can add. There's so many things that allow it. So on the character sheet, if you scroll up, you'll see where the physical defense is. If you add 5, it becomes a heavy hit. So if somebody hits you at
Love
that
it.
number, it's a heavy hit. That's another point of damage, and then it's brutal hit. So I really love the idea when I rolled my creature against the kids, and there was a crossbow shot, and I hit my daughter's character. I shot her, and I said,
Character.
You
Shot
shot
the
at a character.
"Hey, I shot my daughter's character with a crossbow, and I rolled really well. I think I rolled like a 19 on the dice, but I still scored a brutal hit. So I did 3 points of damage to her right off the bat. 1 for the weapon. Oh, no, it was 2 for the weapon.
I think so.
Oh, that's because she did a reaction. We
Yeah.
will get into it, but she did a reaction that lowered it
Yep.
a little bit, just enough to drop it to a heavy hit. So it was really cool that it was, and it also has that flow of like,
Yep.
you're not just standing there taking a crossbow bolt.
Right.
You know, you're actually actively trying to dodge and stuff. She was playing a fighter. She had some abilities that allowed her to do defensive maneuvers.
I think my character helped push. I did
Oh.
like the interrupt
Yeah.
sort of.
J-Dom's
thing.
is saying 20s do explode. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure he's right. Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, they explode
yes,
because you get a +2 to your damage.
but not in the sense of in Open Legend where
You
you,
roll
get
it
to
again.
roll again,
And
you
add
get
it.
to roll like more dice and
Yeah.
add it together. Yeah.
So it is
What was
exploding,
the
though.
highest roll? Hold on, highest roll in the bomb squad.
Highest roll in Bomb Squad.
Oh, it was like 40.
It was Austin.
No,
No, it was
it was over
100.
100 and something.
Oh,
100 and something.
that's right.
So J-Downs, we played
Austin,
the
what is
system
it?
for 5 years, where the dice is. But it's an open legend RPG. It is all
Check
on our
it out.
channel. It is
It's
pretty
also
cool. It's a lot
core
of fun.
rules are free online. OpenLegendRPG.com. It's another setting agnostic system. Really fun. Yes, exploding dice.
Yes,
right.
yeah.
Yes.
Semantics.
And so, Arcane Narrator, you are correct. That is something I'd like to, especially with my kiddos, was its damage is simple. You roll the d20,
Yeah.
and then, boom. You know what damage you're doing depending on how and the situation, but you're not counting. You're not trying to add up. You're not being like, the rogue with the freaking sneak attack. So you're rolling like d20, d10, d6, d8, d6, d6, and then you're sitting at the table counting it all up. I mean, that's where VTTs are nice because it does it for you.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
All right,
You get
real
to
quick.
see all the dice.
Yes, it was neat.
I
Both
think
are
the
good.
last thing we should do
Yeah.
is we should
Yeah.
probably pick the spells.
Okay.
Ooh.
So he knows technically 3 spells. So hear me out.
Notice that Jacob has decided it's a he because he will be playing it.
Oh, I would play a girl.
I know you would, but
Muscly girl.
you're already connecting with the character.
I'm actually kind of feeling him.
Yeah.
Okay? Leave me alone. So, because of Spellblade, you get 1 cantrip, 1 regular spell, and then he gets the spell with the fiend magic. Are we following?
Kinda. Tell me what to do. I was distracted by chat. Where do spells go? That's actually my question.
So I put them under the attacks.
Okay, that's
spot.
what I was thinking.
Okay.
So I put the spell, damage, type, and a little bit of information underneath it.
Cool. Okay.
So I'm gonna grab the firebolt cantrip right off the bat. That's his. That
Classic.
is just his cantrip. It just makes sense. I think he's flame based anyway.
Well, I'll put it underneath that little space underneath for I'll say cantrip. Any other info you want underneath? Oh, coach is in the chat here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
My
So
heart
the
fluttered
expanded
at
spell
0.9,
list.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, I know. I got really excited too. I was like,
we gotta
oh.
enjoy 8 while it's here.
I'm loving on 8 right now. Expanded spell list plus features plus
Coach.
equipment plus overall second page for character sheet. But still,
Yeah.
when I print off a Pathfinder 2nd edition and I have 5 back and front character pages, that's a little bit overwhelming sometimes.
We love Pathfinder 2nd edition as well,
I
but I
have
just
enjoyed it a lot.
I did a level 3 one shot with Jake's help building it, and I had to print everything out. The packs are so full. Aw, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Man, thanks for making this happen here, too. This is awesome. We have a muscly wizard. Nope, muscly spellblade, thanks to chat.
Yeah.
This is true.
And it will
right.
be in a live play.
So who wants to pick the next spell? So there is, if you go at the bottom at page 148, there's a fire and flames list I'm looking at because it just, to me, kind of fit him a little bit more, you know?
Kristen's out there now. Is there anything else? What's the damage for Firebolt, by the way?
Oh, yeah, let me tell you. First of all, AP is cost, it's 1 AP, 1 action point.
Okay. I'm
Range
putting
is
that in
10
the
spaces.
description.
It is duration instant. You can produce one of the following effects. So this is where with my kiddos, the index card.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is the best way to do it right now is you literally put it on an index card and they have this cantrip.
Any kind of like spell cards or stuff for any system is so helpful.
Absolutely. So you do a spell attack. You can make a spell check against the physical defense of a target within range. The target takes 2 fire damage.
Okay.
But there's fire orb. A flickering flame appears in your hand. The flame can remain there for 10 minutes and harms neither you nor your equipment. The flame sheds bright light in a 5-space radius. The spell ends early if you dismiss it for free, if you cast it again, or spend 1 action point to make a spell attack with it. I think that's fantastic. Now, there is a cantrip passive. You deal +1 damage against creatures that are burning. So if they're already burning and you hit them, you do another damage point.
That's cool. I'm out of space in the description, but...
No, you're good. I'm just kind of telling some of the people, some things that really stick out to me that I love.
Yeah.
Action point enhancement. I want to make this spell stronger. Listen, I can increase the damage by adding another action point. I want to reach farther. I add another action point, and I'm hitting 5 spaces farther. I'm hitting at 15 spaces. We're talking, I'm sniping now with my firebolt, you know?
Yes.
Or burning. This is the one that I really like.
75 feet in your classic distance measurement.
The target makes a physical save. If they fail, they become burning until a creature, including itself, within 1 space, spends an action point to burn it out. So if they don't, they're burning, and if they do, they've burnt an action point to put it out.
And that's cool because it has that burning effect where if they don't put it out on your next turn, you've got that extra damage.
Or better yet, listen to me. Ready?
I'm listening.
I spend 2 action points. I hit them. They fail. They're burning. Guess what I have? 2 more action points. You know what I'm doing? I'm hitting them again.
Oh, you're hitting them again.
Yikes.
Nathan, you're absolutely
Yes.
right. One thing that was really fun with my children is because of all of the actions, all the things you can do. She saved my daughter's character, our daughter character, from being hit really hard. There's so many things you can do. You have to stay active inside the combat. You have 4 actions. You don't spend it on your turn, man. You spend it in between. You spend reactions. You're defending. You're blocking. You're taking hits. You're interrupting. Guess what? You're entering into a spell duel with somebody who's just cast a spell, and you're trying to cancel it out. And if you both roll the same... Sorry, I'll stop.
No, you're good. You're like almost like spoken word right now.
It keeps everyone involved.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You're engaged for the entire combat because you don't know when you can jump in and do something. My son, he's really excited for me to cast a spell because he wants to enter into a spell duel. And then you roll your spell check and you compare them. It's so cool. If they land on the same one, if they land on the same one, wild surge. You roll on the table, and I'm getting chills because the storytelling of combat alone is amazing. And then you add in trades outside of combat where you're working with different things and you're doing different things, and the RP is just... Sorry, I'm on soapbox now. We went too late.
We were just doing it with kids, and it was slow, you know.
I think we need a clink and drink to that right there. Clink and drink, everybody.
That's for Dungeon Coach right there.
Oh.
It's
Ran out of water.
empty.
I
But,
can't.
yeah.
I can't say enough. that,
Kristen.
Yeah,
No more tea.
we can't talk enough about the action point specifically. Is so good
because you're not stuck on your turn.
right. The resource of using an action point I've always loved in multiple systems, but the fact that you can act out of turn, I love in Open Legend that you can do the defend action. I love defend builds because that fluidity in the combat, and I've played in action point systems where people are taking so long. I mean, it's a classic thing we know, but people are taking so long to decide what to do on their turn, and then that's it, and they check out for the rest because then everybody else takes like 10 minutes. This means you've got to be tracking your resources, but also paying attention to the flow of combat the whole time, because at any minute you could spend some points.
It kept our 5-year-old entertained.
Our 3-year-old sat on the
yeah.
couch and was just like, oh, wow. Oh, and then he
used
jumped
the
in.
sword.
I'm a knight, and I'm going to throw my spear. I was like, oh, yeah.
The spear bounced off of something, and he had a story.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Two things. Knucklebone, yes, I love that as well. And Coach is asking when we'll have episode 1 launch. I mean, if you're good with it, we would love to do the one shot.
We'll get on it.
And
so
then,
later tonight.
No, not.
yeah, later tonight. We'll get on it, but we also
Listen, I run a game at 5 a.m. Let's not.
It's true.
yes, no. But we do want to do also, we do these short sessions, 8 to 12 session campaigns, and I really want to do that in DC20. So I'll keep you posted too in Discord if that's all right. But we should hop on the one shot as soon as we can too. I'd love to do that.
I ran it once. Well, not all the way, but I will be finishing it. So I'll run it again.
With a detour in the horse
Take a
stable.
detour to the stables. But you know what? That's what I love. That's what Tabletop's all about, guys.
And
Taking
we
them
will do
detours.
costumes. We gotta do costumes for the
Yes.
characters.
Absolutely. I want a flaming
Cosplay.
beard now.
A flaming beard. We can only do that for one.
Look, we might have
one
some
live
extra
stream, and then
sparklers.
it's-
We should have gotten disguise.
Anyways, all
Awesome.
right. Where are we?
Well,
we're finishing up. the
We're
spells.
picking 2 non-cantrip spells now.
Okay.
Okay. I was wondering,
So-
could we choose from this psychic and enchantment list too?
Sure, why not, right? I mean,
I
what's
feel like
stopping us?
something in there, it like vibes with him. I don't know if it's. I was looking at psychic fear. Sounds really interesting. You whisper a discordant melody to one creature of your choice. You can see within range, racking it with terrible pain. So I'm wondering if this is something from his dad, like because he was so tortured from his dad, he instills fear in other things. So that's, I don't know. I think that's a really interesting one.
That's where he's just
I
like,
And coming from that fiend side.
Right.
I'm gonna rip your heart out and eat it. That's all
Yeah,
you hear in your
yeah,
head. I mean, let's do it, right? I mean,
That was good. You need to use that voice.
Yeah, you should use that voice. That's great.
Psychic fear. And
Yeah,
what's
there it
this one
is.
considered?
enchantment.
Enchantment, sorry.
Enchantment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting hot over here, guys. Getting
It costs
excited.
2 AP and 1 MP.
One mana
Yeah.
point, 2 action points.
2 action
okay.
points. That, yeah. It's a
But
hefty
remember, once per day, you can mitigate the mana point because of your fiendish magic, if that is the spell you got from your dad. And I think that is what you just said. So,
That's
Done.
awesome. Okay,
Done.
so I'll like star this as
now my problem with that is it was supposed to be fire, right? I don't know. I'd have to double check. We can leave it alone for now.
Yeah.
We can
Well,
play
it
around with
burns
later.
in their mind.
so you select fire.
It's in their mind. There it is. She's got an answer for everything.
I
love it.
do.
I'm tagging.
I
that.
think
All right.
the last one that really points to me is actually Fire Shield. There's like that's his like backup protective radius of
That's
just
cool.
like like there's a it's a protective magical force surrounds you, manifesting as spectral flames that cover you and your gear. You emit light, which is kind of fun, and then you make a spell check, a DC 15 spell check. If you succeed, if you roll a success, you gain 3 temp HP. If you get, for each 5 above that, you get a +1 to your HP. Wow. Sorry, I'm
Getting
trying
late
that
over
again.
here.
It's getting late quick. You gain 3 temp HP on a success, +1 for each 5 above that. Failure, you still get 2 temporary HP. If a creature hits you with a melee attack, While you have this temp HP, the creature takes 1 fire damage for each temp HP it consumes with its attacks. Thank you, Knuckles. Appreciate the
thank you,
So,
Knuckles. Thank you so much.
I love the idea though, because you're using your barbell. You're in there. All of a sudden, you're surrounded. You got all these rats around you that are just decimating you, because y'all know I kill people with rats.
Yeah.
And then you just
No,
go.
wait. Not people. You don't kill the people
I mean,
with rats.
we don't talk about this. Barbell, boom, fire, boom, getting bit. Love it. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
R.I.P. Man, look at all these people coming in here. You guys rock.
Yes, we are finishing up building a character in DC20 using the 0.8 beta
We're
version.
orking.
Yeah. I shouldn't have even bothered. That's correct. Nailed it.
All right. So, guys, I am going to. Oh wait, if I play something.
Now
Oh.
now that
running
we're
it?
at the we're
Doing
like
both.
coming to the end, Vienne has a question on where will the maneuvers
Great
go.
mustache said. Great mustache.
On the
said
character
something.
sheet, or what do you mean?
Yeah, on the character sheet, I think is.
Yeah. So
That's a good-
what I did is I put them on a separate sheet for my kids so they can pick their maneuvers. So with the spell blade, you get 2 maneuvers. So I guess let me read this out real quick.
Sure.
For the spell blade,
Like everything else has been, real quick.
that's my thing. It's just what I say. Okay. You get combat.
He wants it to be that way. The desire's there.
Page 141 for all of you following along. You get combat masteries, weapons, light armors, light shields. Weapon styles. You gain the benefits of weapon styles, which is really cool. And I'm not going over here. We should just do a separate video covering what that stuff is. Maneuvers. You learn all the attack maneuvers. So there's different styles of maneuvers. You learn
So good.
additional maneuvers as shown in the maneuvers known column in your spellblade. So you get 2. So if you guys would do me a favor, whoever is
Sorry,
baby.
She just doesn't like getting
She doesn't
up.
like getting kicked up.
She wants to go to bed.
Confinement. Aww.
Go ahead, keep going.
Carry
That's awesome. So if you scroll up to page 49, they get access to all the attack maneuvers. So that's extend attack, power attack, and sweep attack. But you get to choose 2 more. So there's save maneuvers, there's grapple maneuvers, there is and defense maneuvers. So you get to choose 2 more. We're not going to pick them tonight because there's just too much to pick, and we should leave something for whoever plays this character. I can't play the character. I got to run the game.
You do both.
I'll do both. No, I can't. No DMPCs here. No more. Unless they're mute and bald. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, and apparently knows
Which
how to
was
drive a
Which
plane.
character
No,
was that?
he just had really good luck.
It's
Slugger.
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 So we did a Fallout campaign real
Slugger.
quick, and
Yes,
I did
we
play
did
a
a
little bit of a
Fallout campaign.
DMPC
In Savage Worlds.
but he
It
was
really great.
he was mute and he was bald. Not that matters. Bald people rock. Leave me alone.
Mustache is ready.
I did see that.
Yes.
Yeah, I did see that. He looks excited. But yeah, so guys, there is maneuvers. There's just some other details that we didn't finish fleshing out on this character, but I love the idea that we have the basics. But I do think that it's time to call it there.
Yeah,
We're running in to my overtime.
And we had
Oh,
half a
that's
thought
fun.
of like, we'll each do a character.
Maybe we'll do
Yeah.
2.
Like, well, they're 2.
Well, the thing is when I started making the characters with the kids, I realized what was going to happen with our group was we were going to start really building it. You
That's
know
what we
I mean?
do.
This has been
Yeah.
so much fun having the chat influence it too.
Yeah.
We'll flesh this out. Maybe we'll get some artwork from one of our amazing supporters that can draw real well, because
Did you like
it
my
was so good.
dwarf cat drawing? I mean,
We could just have our children draw
Yeah.
things. I mean, come on.
Look
Don't
at
you want your
that.
character to look like that? I mean, look at it's
I
a
love
dwarf
that
cat.
it still has the Jacob's beard.
yes.
All right, guys, you
That's
rock.
awesome.
All of
So-
you rock.
We will,
Oh,
we'll
dear.
work on fleshing the rest of this out. We'll have some artwork for it, and it will be in a live play. I don't know if we'll do the one shot or we'll save it for the longer campaign, but you will see.
Or both.
Wait, Casus Willock Tug.
Yes.
Yes.
I am
Will.
𝙏𝙖𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙏𝙁.
That's great.
Or should he do like a really high pitched voice because all the steroids? I'm just kidding. All right, so we're done.
It's too real.
I am Casus Willictug.
All natural.
All natural.
He's a
I
natty.
make it all myself. All right, before we get fired or something crazy.
I know. Who was that guy that got shouted out for not being
We're
natty?
not-
Anyways, that's
We're not.
check out
we're not
𝐿𝑎𝑏𝒅𝒔𝒗𝒆𑒕 𝐿𝑎𝑏𝒂 Fitness so you can hear all about that. 𝐿𝑎𝑏𝒂 Fitness on YouTube.
All right, I think it is time to clink and drink
okay?
to this awesome system, to Dungeon Coach for being part of this, and for all of these awesome people who are watching this chat. What do you guys think? Anything else you want to add, Dan?
Chat, you're amazing. I'll do my outro after Clink and Drink, I think.
All right, so
But-
let's clink
Clink
and
and drink. Oh, we should probably do one more, but this has been another fantastical chat with the Druids Table, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventures and the chats. And you can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you will also gain access to bonus content as well as our private Discord, where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and join our West March Kingmaker campaign in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is going amazingly. We're bringing in some Roll for Combat content very soon here. Wild shaping, nice.
I know I did see that, Jason.
Yeah.
Right after that, sounds fun.
Don't forget to check the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience playing underneath us, as well as DC20, Dungeon Coach, of course, YouTube, the Kickstarter, which has completed, but you can pre-order on BackerKit. And thank you so much for joining the discussion, and we will see you next time. One last time, clink,
Yeah, let's do it one last time.
clink,
Clink.
and drink.
No, I'm
Good
empty.
night, everybody. You guys.